Yeah. Puttering around Frenchman Bay. Your boat and RV are both protected. Your lobster drenched in butter and... Uh-oh. Did your clients just notice you weren't listening? Quick, do the thing where you just repeat back exactly what they said but as a question. They bought it. Now back to Maine. Earning an automatic discount bundling your boat or RV with your home or auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers, LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Thursday, March 20th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 65 in hour one of today's show. We'll talk some LSU football recruiting news. We'll preview LSU baseball and some March Madness talk as well. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yo! What's happening, guys? Welcome in. OTB. T-Bob, Jake, Alondra, and Tay-Tay hanging out with you today. It is Thursday, March 20th, 2025. Fun night last night, guys. How we all feeling? It looks like you might have some extra bags under your eyes. Alondra didn't. You didn't. You look fine. This morning when I saw you, I was maybe getting the vibe that you're feeling a little tired. How are we feeling after last night?
No, I feel fine, like, drinking-wise.
Yeah.
I don't feel great, like, health-wise.
Oh,
but
no.
we're going to power through.
Still fighting it.
Yeah, I'm fighting it, but it's fine.
We had a very fun, way too long since we last did it. I mean, I guess it's the first time that we've all done it together, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But we had a very fun team OTB meal last night at Luna. It was great.
I missed the
Lots
team
of drinks
picture.
spilled.
I know. I don't know why we didn't take a picture. We were
I
all there. That
know.
was really dumb.
Y'all waited. I left, and you're like, "Hey, quick, let's get one." In.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think at that point,
I think it's because Rivers got the Jell-O shots. And
that's
she was
what
like,
it was. They
yeah.
brought out complimentary little margarita Jell-O shots.
Missed that too.
Yeah, you had the baby in tow, but Harlow did great. It was great to have a little youth at the table as well.
Yeah. With her little polo, her
Yep.
104.5 ESPN polo.
Absolutely adorable.
Well,
but it was a fun time though.
Taylor, he's like, what time did y'all end up leaving? And I was like, we closed it down.
Yeah, we had to stay until about 10
I get up to
o'clock.
leave, and T-Bob's like, yeah, we're leaving too. And then
I
Alondra's
know.
like, we
and
closed
then,
it down.
Like,
I was like, what?
I said goodbye to Alondra. I was thinking about it, Rivers.
Yeah.
and
That wasn't
Kayla.
too much. I mean, we left
I
like
left at
8:30.
Yeah.
I left like 8:40, 8:45. I wasn't long after you guys.
No, Kaylin was basically like, sit your ass back down.
Yeah.
Order another skinny mark.
Bro, you were talking about bags
okay.
under my eyes. I got in bed early last night.
Really?
Earlier than normal. I was in bed by 10 o'clock, dude.
I did not. We went home and my wife put on White Lotus, and then next thing I know, I woke up at the couch at like midnight. I'm like, oh crap. Oh well. But it was very fun. It was a really good time. Great team bonding. I really enjoyed that Luna rooftop, dude.
No, it was a great vibe.
I know. We kept joking. It was such a beautiful night, but like,
It really was, though.
if I had a sunburn, I would have felt like I was on spring break.
Yep.
Something about the little elevation change.
Yeah.
The
was the
interior
bar.
design there. Yeah.
And I told y'all we
It's
were
got a
going to wake up
vacation-y
and be at.
Yeah, I
Here
know.
we are.
Here in Guarantee.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
true.
We were like, oh, we're in Mexico right now.
Yeah.
And then
Not
reality
quite.
hit.
So again, it's just a little. I always like celebrating businesses and things that we enjoy here, along with all of our incredible sponsors. So shout out Luna. It was a really good time.
Yeah, shout out Luna.
It was a really fun time. Cool. It's always cool to check out a new place.
Vibes were great.
For sure.
Drinks were good. Food was good.
Yeah, and corn ribs were
Oh,
fire.
dude, those corn ribs were so good.
Got some tacos. I didn't do the fajitas. Okay, tell me if this is weird.
I already know.
Because I've never seen this. Taylor ordered chicken fajitas.
Yeah.
And I know chicken fajitas shouldn't feel weird. It's on every menu in the world. But what I realized last night is I have never seen anyone order chicken fajitas. I've seen shrimp. I've seen steak.
It was chicken and shrimp. It was a combo.
Okay, you had shrimp in there as well? Okay, that makes a little more sense. I've just never seen...
Tay. If I get fajitas, it's chicken.
You
and
get chicken
steak.
fajitas too?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they had the.
I always get steak. If
They
I
had
go.
chicken, steak, or shrimp. You could do chicken and steak, chicken and shrimp. So I just did the chicken and shrimp.
No, I know that's surprising. I mean, I always see people just go surf and turf or just turf. I've never. I was kind of taken aback last night as I realized I've never
really?
seen someone order chicken
I
fajitas.
feel like
I
know
kind of feel
a
like
ton
that's
of
like
people that get chicken
like by
fajitas.
far the most common.
I think we need to do a poll question because Alondra was in my boat. She kind of agrees and she's never seen it either.
You've never seen anyone order chicken.
I feel like the
fajitas?
chicken would be so dry.
No.
No.
Not if you get
if you go to a
good
good place.
chicken and
I
then
know,
marinate it.
I know. It sounds absurd. Like it sounds. I was taken aback by how surprised I was by it, but then I realized I've never seen it before.
Like especially if I'm eating healthy, I'm getting chicken fajitas.
Why? Steaks have a lot of protein, bro.
And no, it does. But if I'm talking about like super clean, like I love steak over steak's my favorite protein, but I'll go straight chicken sometimes.
Okay, why not? I want to put this on a poll question then, because I'm getting a feeling that this could be split kind of 50-50. How is this blowing T's mind? I'm telling you, it's just. I don't think I'm alone in this. I don't think I'm alone in this.
Y'all don't go to Mexican restaurants
I'm also
enough, guys.
I'm not maybe in the majority that I thought I was. But I don't think I'm alone in this, and chicken fajitas feeling a bit odd.
So, what should I ask a question? Have you ever ordered chicken fajitas?
What fajitas do you order?
Okay.
Well, no, because it's yes or no in the thing.
Oh, you can't add the thing?
We'll frame the question. We'll frame the question during the commercial break, and we'll put it up. But a great time. But a great time. Absolutely great time last night.
Yeah.
Very fun seeing everybody. Very fun hanging out. I got a ton to get to in this first hour. Everybody's doing well, though, before we go ahead and, I guess, start the sports talk.
Yeah, it's the greatest day in sports.
Oh, that's right, dude. It's March Madness today. Hell yeah, dude. We got our brackets printed out right here. We're going to fill them out by the end of the show, which, by the way, if you're listening, you still have a chance to enter the 104.5 ESPN bracket until, what, 10 a.m.?
Yeah, until 10.
10 a.m. the brackets close down. We'll do ours live on the show, so go ahead and get ready for that. Jake, how are you planning on bringing in the day?
I don't have afternoon radio
That's
either.
what I'm saying. So you're fired up today.
I'm locked in.
You're on cloud nine.
Yeah, I don't know where I want to go.
Chilling.
I want to go watch the early game somewhere. I don't know where that's going to be just yet, but I'm going to be locked in all day until we have baseball practice later tonight.
You and Harlow? Is Harlow going to come with you?
Oh,
while
yeah.
the boys are at school?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's all I mean, Harlow tags, everywhere.
She was chill.
Yeah.
She was chill.
But if there's stairs like last night, she wants to walk the stairs.
Yeah, give your mom a break last night, walking her around. You did have to disappear from the table for a while to go over to Gail's.
Yeah, it's really
Get
good.
a little cone. I love
Gail's.
Gail's vanilla ice cream, dude. So freaking good. I see Harlow's like me, a good vanilla enjoyer.
Well, that was more dad saying, let's don't get the pink one that's going to get everywhere.
True. Also,
although they had
not
a
bad
unicorn flavor that she did try and enjoy.
idea. A unicorn flavor.
Yeah, it was unicorn something.
Does
I
it
can't
taste
remember.
like meat?
No.
So it's like I like the idea of a unicorn flavor just being like like horse meat.
It was
like
pink.
a real unicorn.
Yeah. Like a real unicorn, like they're real.
A real unicorn.
Oh man,
They put real unicorns
this is
in
a
it.
crazy flavor. My daughter's listening now. I'm gonna have to get them a unicorn ice cream.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to the kiddos. I did run into Alice yesterday. Said what's up. She's like, "Who are you,
Yeah,
sir?"
you freaked her out.
Yeah, I apologize.
She gets very shy. She gets very shy.
Alice, if you're listening, I'm that weirdo that freaked you out yesterday.
Adam Field says, also, this is vasectomy time. Good luck to all the dads out there. That is true. This and Masters Weekend, the two most popular.
Are we coming up on a year anniversary for you? Or has it been 2 years?
I think it's been a few years.
Has it been 2 years?
Yeah, because
I was on the show at the time, so it hasn't been more than 2 years.
It's probably been about 2 years because I think that's how long I've been doing snaps. And me and Aaron Murray both got vasectomies pretty soon after we started that show, which was very funny because we had a few episodes where instead of snaps, it was snips. And
I think it should have been a permanent name change, actually.
Yeah, look,
I like that.
It's like we said, one of the only snipped podcasts out there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of white guys doing podcasts. I mean, just an endemic amount of white guys doing podcasts, but not many where everybody on him has had their vas deferens snipped.
Yeah.
Which you get, guys,
you and I, we're never going to share that.
No.
No.
Again, though, guys, remember the doctor did tell me I had one of the largest vas deferens he's ever seen. So,
not to brag.
Exactly.
Well, how many has he really seen? You know,
probably
Dr. Cockrell.
Oh gosh,
He's seen a lot.
He was born to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's seen a lot. Okay. And
You adopted the darkness. He was born into it.
yeah, my man's been
I
snipping
love the
nuts
fact
for a
that that
long
is your
time
doctor's
now.
name.
Yeah.
Still to this day. When you told us that the first time, I was like,
oh, here's a bit from T-Bob.
incredible.
Yeah, I mean, look, former LSU football player. So as I was, kind of smelling the singed skin and
gross.
feeling stuff moving around in there, we're just chopping it up about the football. Nothing's more awkward than the nurse prepping you for the surgery. Sitting there, moving stuff to the side, putting your testicles on a little stage, basically, framing them with the towels and everything. What an odd experience all throughout. But great experience, to be fair. Like as good as I think you could hope with something like that. So shout out to all of the guys getting vasectomies today. Be careful though, because remember, when you immediately leave, you're still numbed up, right? So you don't want to just be you don't want to be walking like completely normal because you may hurt yourself a little bit. I remember I was laughing so hard because I was very nervous about doing that. And so as I'm leaving, even though I can't really feel anything, I hit that wide cowboy stance. Like I had like an awful chafing case, and I just slowly but surely kind of waddled my way out to the car and made sure no damage was done. It reminded me, though, of castrating goats with my uncle when I was younger.
How did we get here?
Just letting him go.
And
just let it happen.
You and Tim Tebow.
Yeah, exactly. But my uncle is, a man of the earth, and he just had a straight razor, and I would hold these goats down while he just cut them open, cut them out, and then sprayed a little disinfectant on whatever was left over. And I'll just never forget how gingerly those little goats would waddle away. They'd be so spry entering, and then they would be so ginger walking away. And that was basically
just
me
razor
walking
blade
out
their
of
balls off.
I know. And as I'm sitting on them, holding their horns, looking at them dead in the eye.
Did you at least buy him a drink first?
Do you still hear them, Clarice? The goats. I do. So, enjoy it, dads. It's a good day. I actually hated it. I thought it was going to be super chill, and I was just going to watch Lord of the Rings the whole time all weekend, and I felt pretty bad. Ended up trying to sleep most of the time. So, good luck to all the dads out there. I hope you, it all goes well, and you have a good March Madness. A&M lost Micah Hudson. How about that?
I think after a story like that, the best thing to probably do in this situation is take a break and then reset.
I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
All right. So things on the docket for this hour. Continue to talk March Madness. LSU football gets a massive commitment Bill Franquez with some big-time praise of Stephen Milam and Dan Dickinson. Hockey back on the menu. Zion popping off. Will Wade to NC State. A lot to get to. Keep it locked. Here
Off the bench.
Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. Go Tommy's.com. GEAUX Tommy's.com. You work with Tommy's, you're going to see the difference clearly. You're also going to get energy-efficient options. You're talking about hardy plank or vinyl, siding, wood or vinyl windows, any type of door. These are energy-efficient options. What does that mean? It means they're going to save you money on your bills, meaning they literally pay for themselves over time. Speaking of time, lifetime warranties. I mean, what are we talking about here? When you talk about Tommy, you're talking about somebody who's been in this business for nearly 3 decades, worked for somebody else for 20 years and started his own. And, well, they've taken home the Angie Super Service Award every year they've been in existence. GEAUXTommys.com.
Yeah, go to the website today. Check out what they've done around the greater Baton Rouge area. And also, remember, you can call them. Tell them what you're looking to get done. That Tommy and the team are going to come out. They're going to make sure that it gets done for you. That's GoTommys.com. GoTommys.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a...
He's a friend of mine. Yes, yes, I am. And he goes by the name Justin. Whoa.
Back at it, where sports talk meets pure chaos. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
We're heading, y'all. Welcome back. OTB. R&B Thursday in full effect here. All right, let's go ahead and get this show started.
It's time to get to work, courtesy of Tiger Labor and Staffing, where they can help take care of screening, training, payroll, and more. Now, for starters.
Tiger Labor truly vets their employees and builds a relationship with them. Rather than just looking at their job history, they get to know every potential employee during their in-person onboarding process and every morning over a cup of coffee. They also have the shortest hiring terms in the industry at 60 days, and they do this because they understand the quality of employees they have, and they want your business to succeed. Tiger Labor and Staffing. All right, let's run through some of these topics real quick. So, first off, LSU football gets a big 2026 commitment from the number one receiver in the country, Tristan Keys, 6'2", 185, the top player in the state of Mississippi, visits Baton Rouge last week, and then he ends up picking the Tigers over Tennessee, Bama, A&M, Miami. I mean, obviously, he's the number one receiver in the country, right? So it's the cat as a junior, 40 catches, 839 yards, 12 touchdowns. And it gives LSU the number one 2026 class. Now, here's where I think this becomes interesting. Well, real quick. I mean, first off, just with the actual commitment, like, good job. Good job to the coaches. Good job to the recruiting machine for getting a commitment. Anything to add there, I think, before we kind of explore maybe some of the maybe not PTSD, but how you may actually feel about this.
Just the actual player before we get to what you're talking about, because I do think that's certainly part of the conversation. Number one receiver, right now. If you're a receiver in high school and you're looking around, and certainly if you're from the region, like Hattiesburg, there's a ton of LSU fans there in that portion of Mississippi. Like it's kind of a melting pot of fandom. There's not really just one team. So, he's seen LSU and probably grown up watching all the receivers that I'm about to talk about and Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase and BTJ and Malik. How in the world, if you're the number one receiver in the country, you're not that far from Baton Rouge, would you not want to end up and play for LSU just because, we just saw the contract that Jamar signed.
Yeah.
But like the four of the top of, no matter who you are, no matter where your biases are, there's four of the top 10 receivers in the NFL. I would say more like four of the top 8. But four of the top 10 at worst went to this school. You had the opportunity. So that part of it's no surprise.
Yeah, and who are the top 2 paid receivers in the league right now? Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. So, yes, you go on that visit. They inundate you with all the images and stats that Jake is talking about. You see the Jamar Chase news cycle. And as, when you see that path be so profitable to another, you say, well, why not me? So this is, again, Tristan Keys is a very good football player, and this is a big-time commitment. And now LSU for this 26th class, number one. Now, I think the other part of this, and I'm sure the one that many of y'all are feeling when you hear this news, is a bit of cynicism. And really, cynicism earned over the entire lifetime of covering recruiting, because commitments are never final until, they're actually on campus or that paper gets faxed in, whatever they do nowadays. But even especially after this last recruiting cycle, right, where you had the number one class forever, you had DeCorian Moore, you had the number one receiver committed for quite some time before that started to wobble. And then, of course, there's the Bryce Underwood drama, which arguably maybe ends up being a positive in the end, because what it did to NIL, LSU's NIL efforts, becoming this sort of catalyst for fundraising. But the point of this is, I'm very happy for the staff and for the recruiting machine that got this done. It is always a good thing when you are ranked that highly as a team like LSU is. I don't need them to finish number one, but you have to continue to finish in the top 10. I am still, though, not going to marry myself to Tristan Keys and he actually coming here. It's still a long way till that December signing day, and many, many things can happen before that day.
I will believe and get excited about Tristan Keys whenever he's in an LSU practice wearing LSU gear and officially official. That's just that, in recruiting, we've certainly been there before, but now I think we're there more than we've ever been before because there's the opportunity for somebody to swoop in, change the math on how much you're going to earn. It's no longer, you having the conversations about it felt like home and it's family and it's this, that, and the other. I got a degree from there. That's just not what the conversation is. And I'm not saying right, wrong, or indifferent. It's just changed. So, like more than ever, until you actually show up on campus, just like with DJ Pickett, it's like, okay, very excited about him. But we didn't talk about him until like we saw him in the uniform basically out there with the squad. And that's kind of, as far as the excitement level, we can talk about what it could look like, but I think the conversation changes when you actually have them sign.
Yeah.
And even then, you might have them for a year.
And we played Mansour Delane talking about DJ Pickett yesterday and saying, hey, look, whatever that 5-star plus crap is, like he's that. So it's been very exciting getting to watch him step on campus. And I hope that's Tristan Keys as well. But again, I mean, whatever at the end of this, Ole Miss is like, we'll double the offer. Or Texas is or something. Like, And so it's a long way to go. Exciting news. But we'll see where we're at in December. Very good start, though, right? Because on the other hand, you also just can't jump into the top of the rankings in December. Like, you have to be winning, getting these small wins that you stack along the way, and this would be a bigger win. But you have to build these classes over time, and LSU's doing a very good job of that, again, sitting at number 1 in the country. Hey, guys, want to remind you about going to Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness, yourgoodwood.com. Better start a little peptide journey, so I'll be talking about that. But also, look, man, if you just want to feel like your best self, you want to reach your full potential, you do that at Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Okay, we're no longer settling for mediocrity in life, in the bedroom, anywhere. So if you're suffering from ED, you're just not horny, stressed out. Maybe it's mental, maybe it's physical. The point is, you go in there, we're going to draw your labs, give you that consultation, let you know exactly where you're standing, customize a plan for you. We are your men's wellness experts. So go to yourgoodwood.com, Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness, and let's not be embarrassed, okay? Let's break the cycle and be our best self. Taylor, work on getting see the Bill Franquez link in there. I wonder how that would sound. Before we get there, Jake, hockey back on the menu. How about it? Governor Landry saying him and Steve Scalise, quote, Steve and I had an extremely productive call yesterday with the NHL. I look forward to continued dialogue as the prospect of a New Orleans NHL team takes shape. Again, this is something that a lot of people poo-poo for very realistic reasons. I don't mean like people are going out of their way to kind of, rain on everybody's parade here. Because I've always just accepted the tagline that New Orleans can barely support 2 professional franchises. How in the world could you accept 3? But I don't know if it's like a lingering effect from how incredibly well the Super Bowl went, Jake.
Yeah.
But the state leaders seem very tantalized by the idea of bringing an NHL franchise here. And the NHL, at least in part, would not hate being in New Orleans. I know there are better candidates out there. Of course, I know Houston's one of the top ones. Like, I get it.
Too much concrete. We talked about it yesterday.
Look, you ain't got to tell me. So there's I get it. There's a million reasons why maybe this is unrealistic, but it is interesting to see the state leaders continue to work for this and fight for this. Taylor, why are you shaking your head so dismissively?
I think I would enjoy hockey in New Orleans maybe more than most down here. However, I think New Orleans would support this team for 2 years. I think for 2 years it would be the new kid on the block. Everybody would be excited. The minute they're bad, New Orleans is going to completely lose interest. This already happens with the Pelicans. When the Saints are mad, people rage watch because they're passionate about the Saints. When the Pelicans are bad, people shut down. They completely lose interest. It's going to be the same way with a hockey team, even more so.
That is no different, though, than almost any other NHL or NBA team.
I guess my thing is like
NFL's always going to put the most people in the stadium, even if the team is awful.
I don't think New Orleans can support the Pelicans that well. I think it would be even worse with a hockey team.
And well, it does. I mean, but you say so if they don't win, but like you have to win. Like if you win, the Smoothie King Center stays packed. Like you don't get to. This is what's so frustrating about some of these professional franchises. It's like they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to be like, oh, okay, well, we can be bad at our job, but you still have to show up because you should be so grateful that you have a team here. It's like, well, you have to put on a good product. I'm not going to watch bad Netflix movies every night just because somebody made them. Like, it's harder than ever to get people to devote their entertainment time to you. And if you don't win, yeah, people don't need to go. F them. Now, the NFL's different because in all these conversations, the NFL's different. And yes, when you get to a massive city, those cities are always going to attend losers better than a smaller city. But New Orleans is no different than any other small market town in that if the team sucks, people, and it's the MLB or NHL or something like that, people aren't going to go as much.
What does this mean for an arena?
I would think you would build a new one.
Because Smoothie King Center catches a lot of strays in any of the conversations. Superdome doesn't. Everybody loves the Superdome, even though it's built in the 70s.
Superdome is a...
Well, they've renovated it a few times,
A ton of
right?
times, for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, but like the Superdome, it's like Sean Payton was talking about during Super Bowl week. The bones of the Superdome are special. Where it is, the skyline, the feeling. It's just one of the most functional and best stadiums built in America.
When they initially built it, whoever did that did a hell of a job of making it so where you didn't have to really build something new. You could renovate it like Taylor's talking about, and you could change up a couple things here and there, but because the bones are so good, it feels new. Like, I've been there 1,000 times. All of us have. But when I walk in there and they do something new, it feels like it's a brand new building.
I would just, I don't know. I mean, I'm not even allowing myself to really think about what would be the stadium implications yet until it becomes a bit more real. I guess I want to fight against this idea that people should just show up and support a team when they suck and they've given you no reason to, and they're raising season ticket prices. And although I was drunk when I popped off on Twitter last night, and I don't know the full story, I saw a couple screenshots floating around of people being told that they are not even being allowed to renew their season ticket prices or their season tickets. So, I guess I want to fight against this idea that like it's somehow New Orleans' fault.
I definitely want
it
another.
It is the Pelicans' fault.
I definitely want another ownership group.
Yes, it would not be.
I mean, you do not need a situation where the same person owns all three, because right now it feels like the same person owning both is clashing against each other.
Well, and even eventually the Benson estate is planning on everything will be, well, in theory, given away. Yes, no. No. Maybe it's like a Graves, whoever the case is, but no, not. I don't think it would go into the Benson circle. Maybe I'm wrong there, but I don't think it would. I guess really, I would just love to have a rooting interest in hockey too. That'd be fun. That'd be very fun.
Be cool.
All right, let's go to break. Then when we get back, actually, probably mention the Pelicans for a second. Then we get to Bill Franquez, and then I want to get to Will Wade. Keep it locked here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com is the website to get to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge. Located off of Goodwood and Airline. It's very convenient no matter where you're listening from. And on the website, you can actually see all the great deals they got going down during this Carnival season. But you can also use the search function. Search by make and model. You can search by keyword if you're like truck, minivan, whatever. You can search by budget if that's going to be your main parameters of finding your next vehicle. But whether it's new, used, if you want to lease a vehicle, whatever the case may be, All-Star has the best selection and the best people. And if you need a collision center or a service center, you go there. It's open to all makes and models. You mention OTB, you get $250 towards that deductible.
Go to the website today, see what you can buy new, lease, and rent. T-Bow told you about the rentals there. It is that time of the year where you've got multiple breaks coming up, including spring break. Go ahead and get that reserved today at allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Welcome back to Off the Bench, where the takes are hot and the sports talk is questionable.
Handing y'all, welcome back, OTB, rolling right along here on this Thursday. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. We got our weekend started last night. I know many of you get your weekend started tonight. Have fun. Good luck. Be safe out there. Hope you get to make out with somebody if that's what you're, aiming for. That'd be kind of fun, huh? So this LSU baseball team has been pretty fun. And we're definitely catching up with Beth Torina at 8 a.m., working on Jay Johnson as well. Both teams hitting the road for big-time matchups. LSU, of course, is a top-5 tilt in Austin, whereas softball heading to Georgia to take on the 13th-ranked team in the entire country. And, again, just expect pretty much every weekend in softball for there to be a number next to the opponent, and more often than not in baseball for what that's worth. But so, the other day we were talking just about this team and what they've been doing, and I kind of insecurely and tepidly talked about how good I feel like Milam's playing defensively at short. And with a lot of my baseball takes, right, I can be self-conscious of them because I'm not a great baseball mind or anything like that. But you know who is? Bill Franquez. You know who's seen a ton of baseball? Bill Franquez. So I thought it was a bit validating when I heard him talking to Harrison Valentine and saying this.
And again, you mentioned double play. I mean, I told Jay this earlier over the weekend, at some point over the weekend. Milam and Dickinson are the best middle infield double play combination that I've ever seen at LSU. I mean, Milam is just, as we've seen, is superb at shortstop.
And
there's not a play he can't make. And
right.
Dickinson was known more for his offense at Utah Valley.
Right.
But
he's been excellent.
You can tell he's worked extremely hard at defense. He's an athletic guy anyway. He gets to a lot of balls that maybe some second baseman wouldn't get to, and he's been incredible as well. So I love the fact that we have that. if you can call it a weapon, a defensive weapon, where we can turn
for
double.
sure.
Because there have been many LSU teams, even the 2023 team was not a great double play team.
Right.
We've seen, obviously great individual players at different times
Right.
over the years at each of those positions. But for these two guys together at the same time, I've been, again, I hope I'm not overlooking anybody, but in my memory, this is the most fluid, the most in sync double play combination that I've seen here at LSU.
I mean, there you go, dude. That's like I said, like, don't take my word for it. Take a man who knows way more, who's seen way more, and can provide way better context with his incredible LSU brain, Bill Frankus. Big praise, dude.
Very much so. I mean, he's been here for a very long time, and it's funny because it was not really a known at all. It was actually, I wouldn't say a worry, but it's like, okay, you're going to move Milam over from second to short. You're going to move a player who's coming over, completely new league. You don't really know what you're going to get defensively there. So, like, it was a gamble, like, from the outside looking in. Now, as we know from Jay Johnson, he's got everything covered from every angle, but still, like, it was, again, I don't want to say it was a worry, but we're questioning, is this going to work out, or are you going to have to, at the beginning of conference play, move Braswell back to shortstop and Milam back to second, and, maybe Dickinson's going to be a DH. Like, you're wondering, like, are you going to have to shuffle that? And certainly not.
Alondra, what would it do for you hearing Bill say that?
Yeah, I remember, like, when we were talking about it before the season started, and people were questioning about Milam moving to shortstop because of, like, how short he is, and usually you have a taller person at shortstop. But I always kind of knew that he'd be fine because he is just good at baseball. Like, it doesn't matter, like, where you put him. I feel like you could put him literally wherever. And second baseman, he did great at second base last season, so, like, he's just good. He was going to be fine no matter where you put him.
Yeah, isn't Altuve playing, like, left field for the Astros or something right now? Now I saw a low light, but yeah, some guys are just
he just has it.
Just good at
like,
baseball.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah,
So,
you can put him anywhere.
I was never really worried about Steven Milam at shortstop, and Bill's seen a lot of LSU baseball throughout the years.
There's been a lot of good players. And like you said, maybe not individually here or there, but like the combination of the two. So.
Bill's seen more than that. Like, in my lifetime, I can only think of two more combinations off the top of my head that even rival these guys. I mean, I go to Kramer Robertson and Cole Freeman.
Yeah.
And
true.
And then the Maneri National Championship team with Austin Nola and DJ LeMahieu at the short and second. But, I mean, outside of those guys,
good, huh?
outside of those guys, those guys have been in the majors forever, too. So, that's about it.
I mean, shout out our guy Terrio, too.
Yeah, Bobby Boucher's lawnmower in the chat saying Terrio Fontenot.
Yeah, Terrio's
Close
great.
comp I come up with. But, yeah, this duo's fluid. Yeah, shout out Bill, man. From Bill to
Thompson
Will.
Dugas was national championship.
Yeah.
And that one wasn't
That
always
was
a well
little rocky
game.
sometimes, yeah. It's like he said, he was like, even in the 2023 team, we weren't
it wasn't like
turning
a great,
double plays. So
shout out Bill Frankus. Now from Bill to Will. So remember, we played the Josh Allen audio a few weeks ago where he's like, what's the extra $5 million? And in my opinion, it's some like surprisingly shocking audio. Like it's an audio piece that you never hear, and it's really what every fan base wants to hear. I think this Will Wade answer, when being talked about, now of course he has accepted the NC State job to be NC State's next head coach, in case you missed that. But he was doing a March Madness press conference, and he was being asked about teams reaching out to him and NC State and whatnot. And this Will Wade answer is also pretty singular in my mind and representative of why Wade is so different.
We address it head on. I talked to him Saturday about it. I said, here's where it is. Here's where we are. They talked about some of their portal stuff with me. We sat in a room. It was just me and our players, and we all talked about it. So I'm aware of what they've got going on. They're aware of what we've got going on, and you just hit it head on. So we're all on the same page with everything. Just tell it like it is. You may not always like what I got to say, but I'm going to tell you what I think. So I've always kind of been like that, and there's no need to hide it. The guys are reading it on social media. I mean, it's no secret, and I'm not going to ask them to do something I'm not willing to do. And so, mean, it's no good if you don't address it. And if you sit there and BS them, they know they can read right through the BS. So you might as well just, hey, this is what it is. And here we are, and we'll figure it out.
I mean, how refreshing in a world of lying, hypersensitive coaches. Like, remember Schlossnagel? How could you possibly ask me a question like that about the exact thing that I'm planning on doing when I step out of this room? Remember just a couple of days ago, DeVries, the West Virginia head coach, going to Indiana and basically telling us, oh, yeah, the deal's been done since the middle of the season.
Yeah.
And he was just lying to his team, lying to everybody. Thank you, God. Thank you, Will Wade, for just being honest and being an adult and a professional about the whole deal. Not being overly sensitive and not lying. Being like, yeah, man, look, they see it. We know what it is. They got the portal. Like, we just talking about it. Like, that's why he's successful. That's why guys like playing for Will Wade, and he is going to dominate at NC State.
Yes, I think he is, and it's no surprise that Will has that approach to it. I mean, talking to Will as much as we did, like I know him to be that personality. You do as well, and so I'd be shocked if he was any different with his team. As far as NC State, I brought that up like 2 weeks ago. That one, it made all the sense in the world. They care about basketball. They are going to throw resources, maybe even more at basketball than they do football. All right. He's from the area, from the region.
Lower entry price in basketball as well.
Yeah.
Like more per player, but lower overall lift.
Yeah, they just went to a Final Four a year ago. Like they got a nice arena. There's a lot of things. Raleigh, North Carolina is a great city. So there's a lot of things that made sense. And again, him being from the region and coaching in the region before, he's already got strong ties in that area, AAU, high school, all that kind of situation for high school players. Although I don't know how many high school players Will's going to be bringing into NC State.
True. I mean, look, he took over an LSU team that was 10-21, 2-16 in conference. Year one at LSU, remember, he bumped that up to 18-15. I want to say they're right under 500 in conference. Then the next year, 25-5, regular season champs, made the NCAA tournament, and he proceeded to make the NCAA tournament 3 of his next 4 years. I think 1 Sweet 16 appearance in there as well.
Yeah.
Like he was building. He gets fired. Then rules change. NIL comes about. He gets hired at McNeese. He takes over a McNeese team that was 11-23, 6-12 in conference, and in year one goes 30-4, regular season tournament champions, and makes the NCAA tournament. This last season, 27-6, regular season and conference tournament champions, makes the NCAA tournament. You're going to tell me that guy's not going to do well at NC State in this portal era? He is going to murder it. And then there will be a bidding war when the next true blue blood job opens up between NC State and whoever that may be.
Yeah, and I mean, there's some that are opening up right now, and some that are already open right now. Villanova and Indiana just got filled, like you said. DeVries goes there from West Virginia. Texas reportedly is about to come open as well. No surprise after last night. So some of those jobs are coming open. But you're right. Will, 1 year, 2 year at NC State, which is a good basketball program. It's not on a Villanova or even a Texas level, right? Villanova because of the banners, Texas because of the money.
Yeah.
But if Will continues to do what he does, whatever that job is, you're right, T, he's going to have the straight path. Like, he's going to be one of the top candidates for any job that comes open.
He's going to dominate. It's because it's all he does. All right, closing to hour 1 of OTB next.
Off the bench.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe.
low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance, Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
At Atmos Energy, our Smart Choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Say my name, if no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you if you ain't running game. Say my name, you acting kinda shady. Ain't calling me baby, why the sudden change?
Back from the break, where the sports talk gets real. Kinda. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
All right, T-Bob, I've got a question. We talked about this at dinner last night in length. You, Caitlin, Katie, myself. Did you remember the Girl Scout cookies? T.
No. No, I did not. Oh, man, I'm about to hear it. Ah, crap.
She said it's been like a week.
Caitlin said she put the cookies by
She's
the
a
door
liar.
and put his wallet and keys
2 days
on
she told
top
about it.
of
That's
the
not
cookies.
true.
Yeah.
Also, again, like I told y'all, at this point in our lives, our house is an embarrassing, uncontrollable beast that we cannot wrap our head around. There's crap everywhere from projects and stuff half done and half put away. So even if a keys or wallet did end up on a box at one point, I must have assumed that box was like by the door to get like mailed out or something like that. Like I forgot it was.
What flavor are we talking here?
I don't know. You ordered him.
I know.
Yeah, why don't you talk to your wife? How about that?
It doesn't matter the flavor. I'm going to eat them. I was just curious.
Probably. I mean, look, I don't know. For me, I'm a Samoa guy. I don't think they call them Samoans anymore.
Caramel Delights.
Caramel Delights.
I only know because I just went through a
Oh,
box.
yeah. I do remember because you made fun of me for being Thin Mint guy.
Well, everybody loves Thin
I like
Mints.
the peanut butter one and Thin Mint.
Yeah, tagalongs.
Yeah.
I love tagalongs.
Dude, I showed up last
Go
week.
Victoria
Imagine if I
Tag-
had some for my
boxes at
coffee
home.
right now.
Those lemon ones are really good. Lemon ices maybe or something like that.
Would be nice.
It'd be
That's-
nice.
that's my middle
nice
daughter's
little
favorite.
Girl Scout cookie with a cup of coffee right now. get
Put
me
them in
through
the
the next 2
fridge.
hours.
I've had a few boxes here recently. They're
probably going to eat
very good.
the boxes we got too eventually.
Guys, I think we have to research. I can't believe it. I actually, to my credit, I said at dinner I'm going to forget them. Like I never.
Is that to your credit?
I never claimed that I was going to remember them.
Yeah, I mean he knows his limitations.
Know
I'll give him
thyself. You know?
Yeah, but when you have the extra conversation.
But if you're like self-aware, then why don't you be better about it?
What?
If you're self-aware, that's not credit to you. Like if you're
Somebody says,
self-aware
"What can
about
hear?"
it.
Yeah, I mean,
Then,
I forget crap at home all the time.
I think I'm just living honest.
You and I talked about this last night. I forget crap at home all the time. I'm not gonna throw.
I mean, am I
stones.
going to go through the effort of like making a note in my phone to remind me? I wake up, I'm a little hungry. I'm kind of running around, grabbing clothes out of clean clothes piles that have yet to be put away. Don't even have underwear on. You want me to stop and grab Girl Scout cookies? I got a lot going on in the morning.
Just asking you to think of others because I just really would enjoy that cookie with this cup of Joe here.
It would go well with the coffee,
I know.
to be fair.
I know.
Well, maybe Caitlin will remember to bring them and give them to Katie and carpool or something, you know?
No way.
It's kind of her fault.
You're about to get in trouble.
Eric Reynolds says, T-Bob, did you hear about the new discovery under the pyramids? Researchers found 5 multi-level structures linked by pathways, 8 deep cylindrical wells plunging 648 meters in 2 massive cubic chambers. Is this true?
I don't know why I feel like we already knew that.
What?
Or like.
So they go a 700-meter cylindrical well? I don't think I knew that. Hour 2 next. Beth Torina.
Off the bench.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Nice and economical products. When it's time to get building, get River Parish Contractors. To learn more, visit rpcontractors.com. That's rpcontractors.com.
Why do billion-dollar insurance companies regularly delay and deny valid claims? Because that's how they got to be billion-dollar insurance companies. If you've been injured, I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7969.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21 12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Thursday, March 20th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 65 in hour 2 of today's show. LSU softball coach Beth Torina hops on at 8 a.m. We'll talk about a new show coming back to Netflix and a familiar face on that show. And then Jay Johnson comes up at 8:30. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Welcome in OTB, hour number 2. And every single Thursday at 8 a.m., we are so lucky that Coach Beth Torina makes time for us out of her very busy schedule as the incredible SEC grind continues. This weekend, LSU softball heading to Athens, Georgia, to take on the 13th-ranked Bulldogs. As we said earlier, you might as well get used to seeing a number next to the opponent every single time this year with how incredible this conference is. Coach Torina, what's going on? How we feeling here on this Thursday?
Man, I'd be feeling better if I had some Girl Scout cookies.
Thank you.
Okay. Well,
Imagine
maybe you should have bought some
I did.
from my daughter, Coach. You know,
did.
Where were you? Huh? Poor little Alice. She was crying to me a couple nights ago saying, I wish Coach Torina would have bought tag-alongs. I said, I know, honey. Try to not let it devastate you. And I couldn't stop her for crying for 2 hours.
Coach, don't
I hope
believe
you're
that
happy.
because if you do, purchase them from who he said you need to purchase them from, you're still not going to get them.
Relax. A lot of people are still getting their cookies. I have so many stupid cookie boxes in my house right now. Anyway. Tori Edwards, she deserves Girl Scout cookies, okay? How about that? After the week that Tori Edwards just had, SEC Freshman of the Week, hit 462 last week in 4 games, 9 ribbies. She's 4th in the country in ribbies. She's top 4 in the SEC with 11 home runs already, slugging out of control. Coach, are you at all surprised by what you're seeing the freshmen do this year?
I think you're always a little surprised when it's a freshman, but if you were around her in practice and you saw the balls she hits like off the building and over the berm, then you wouldn't be as surprised. She's an incredible athlete. She's super intelligent about how she goes about her work and had a big week this week. Freshman of the Week named on her birthday. What a week.
Oh, it's her birthday. I didn't even know that. Happy birthday, Tori. Hell yeah, that's got to feel great.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you guys, I thought we could have swept the awards this week. I thought Macy Bergeron could have earned the hitter of the week with her incredible 3-home run weekend. I thought Sid Berzon got all 3 wins. This is the second time she's gotten all 3 wins and not gotten SEC pitcher of the week in her career, by the way. But I'm not bitter.
Hell yeah, talk your ish, Coach. Stump for your team. And you mentioned all these names, and I mentioned Danica Coffey, who's batting .541 and may be like the best softball player in the entire country.
Well, I hope she is because she deserves every bit of that. She's been working so hard and just does a lot of things and all the things the right way. So she's an incredible softball player, and she's been such a good leader for our team.
Coach, one of the things that we talk about the pitching, we talk about the home runs and the lineup, but one of the things that we haven't really got into with you yet is your team is top 10 in the country in fielding percentage as well. Was that something that coming into the season you felt like was going to be part of what made y'all who y'all are to this point?
I really had a lot of question marks in the defense. I wasn't exactly sure who we would be. Our mainstays, right? And two of our main positions are transfers with Avery Hodge and Dayla Lassiter. So I think you don't know exactly what you're going to get from them. We had a firsthand look, unfortunately, at Dayla Lassiter playing at Ole Miss against us.
Yeah.
She's on our team. I still had PTSD calling pitches against her in scrimmages this spring, So every time she gets a hit, I'm glad it's in purple and gold. But I think there were a lot of question marks, but they've really just lived up to all the hype, and they've just done their job so well.
Well, and you mentioned hype, Coach, and it's getting harder and harder to ignore the hype around this LSU softball team. And guys, as always, if you've never been out to Tiger Park, it is one of the best vibes in the entire city. On the road this week, we go ahead and look at the schedule, plan a trip to the Berm. You, the family, you're going to have a great time, and you're going to watch a great team. I mean, as I said, moving up to number 3 in one poll, 4 in another. How do you keep your team? What's the process to keeping your team focused and not starting maybe to read their own press clippings?
Were you in the dugout yesterday? Were you in the?
No. So this is something of on topic here. This is something that y'all have discussed recently.
Yeah, I mean, I think the challenge is just to keep them working the way they've worked, like a chip on their shoulder mentality, trying to prove themselves. I think that's kind of the way they have to work, the way they worked in the early part of this season as they move forward. They've had some moments where it's been a little bit easy for them, right? But they have to understand that what's in front of them is going to be really, really hard. I mean, incredibly hard. Every game we have left for the most part is in the quad 1, 1 through 25 in RPI, right? So, I mean, it's just incredible what we have left. So I think just them continuing to work the way they've worked is going to be a huge key to moving forward in this deal.
Coach, you mentioned maybe not knowing what you were going to get with the defense because you had transfers and different things, but what maybe was the one thing you didn't know that this team was going to be so good at? Because you look at the top stats in the NCAA and earn average and batting average and fielding percentage. I mean, you're at the top 10 and really top 5 in a lot of those categories.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some things that stand out, like the outfield play has been incredible. Jaden Leno is an incredible outfielder, just covers so much ground. She's so tall, you don't even realize how much ground she covers. Sarah Daniels has been locked down at second. Tori Edwards has done a nice job at first. And I think probably the number that we like the best is just scoring, right? That's what Bryce and Sandra Zach, they put a ton of emphasis on not hitting, not batting averages, not any of the things, just scoring runs. That's what wins ball games. So it's more of a team offensive concept. So the number we want to have lead the country in is scoring, right? Score the most runs. So you can walk, get hit a single, don't care, just find a way to score.
I never thought I'd hear former pitcher Beth Torina say that, but
here we go. Like Wes Johnson over there at Georgia.
Yeah,
just got him hit and can't get him. How about this, Coach? So in football, I was raised with a golden rule that was one snapping clear, right? And the philosophy is obvious behind it. Doesn't matter what you did last play, good or bad. All that matters is the next play. Do you drill something similar into your team? Is it one pitching clear? How far down do you zoom in with how you teach your team to stay in the moment?
Yeah, it's definitely a next pitch, one pitch mentality. I think we talk a lot about that. What you're saying, as good as the next play, you're as good as your next at bat. Yep. And we talk a lot about, you don't know, if you're going to be called upon to get the game-winning hit, to throw the game-winning pitch, to make the game-winning play, you just have no idea. So it's just about whether you're on the bench or in the game, being ready for that moment, whenever it is.
All right, Coach, let's get a breakdown maybe of what to expect against the Georgia Bulldogs. You're going on the road. It is in Athens, number 13, like T-Bob said, in the country. No surprise there because, it's an SEC softball team. But what do they do really well? What do you have to make sure that your team gets done against the Bulldogs?
Well, they have two left-handers on the mound. So one transferred from Cal. We didn't face in the regional, but prepared pretty heavily for last year. So we have a little bit of an idea.
You prepared heavily?
Yeah, for real. Watched every pitch she's thrown since 8th grade. Just a little bit, a little light work.
She didn't have film. We were watching her Twitter post, Looks like a curve, lady. Here we go. But we have two left-handers that are there 1 and 2, so we've been working on that quite a bit this week. A heavy dose of changeup from one of them, and then Georgia is just known for the big swing, the power offense, long ball. Like that's their ball game. So I think just keeping them in the park. Too bad they're not in Tiger Park. That always plays a little better for us. But keeping them in the park, making sure we shut down their power offense and then handle their left-handers. That would be the scout in my world. They're similar to us. They're young. It's not a ton of names that you're familiar with, but it's a lot of good softball players.
Can't wait, Coach. Going to be a very exciting weekend. Again, guys, this top 5 LSU softball team continues to kick ass this week on the road to Athens. Best of luck, Coach. We'll be watching on TV, cheering you on, and y'all go kick some ass.
Hey, I got to mention the Teal Walk's coming up here.
Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to set you up for that. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Tell us about the Teal Walk.
I can set myself up. I've been doing this long enough, guys, so I can step by that and lead it. So, hey, when we get back, we're playing South Carolina next weekend, and the Teal Walk is next weekend in the Teal game. So you guys know this is really close to my heart with my mom and just all women. But you can sign up at GEAUXTeal.com. It's a little earlier this year, so just trying to throw it out there so it's on people's radar that it's the 29th, Saturday morning at 9:30 at Tiger Park. Support a great cause.
GoTeal.com. Coach, we'll let you go, and then we'll talk about it here for a couple more minutes. Taylor, go ahead and bring up the site, GEAUXTeal.com. Thank you, Coach, and travel safe. Have a great weekend.
Thank you guys for everything. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Coach Beth Torina, legend. So, Teal, the Go Teal Walk, of course, supporting raising awareness and money for the fight against ovarian cancer. It's a great event that LSU's been doing for a very long time, and it is 9:30 a.m. March 29th. So that is next Saturday, right? Yes, that is next Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Tiger Park. You go to GoTeal.com. There's a registration link you can click on right there. Again, it's they've been doing it for years, and it's a great time for a great cause. So we'll continue to talk about it over the next week. GoTeal.com. Go ahead and sign up today, though. You can donate. It's all there. The website, GEAUXTeal.com. All right. Why is my phone blowing up? It's probably about cookies. Damn it. Why'd you do this to me, Jake? Why'd you do this to me? I don't even want to check my messages. So I had like 6 messages from my wife.
Yeah, I think your wife and my wife have already handled taking you out of the equation and just...
Good. I never wanted to be in the equation, okay? My name ain't T Delivery Boy, okay? That's not my job.
Do you think that's going
my
to go
job's to talk into the mic.
Though? Do you think with them setting it up last night, you forgetting again, and her having to take care of it, do you think that's going to end
Again,
well?
let the record show I literally said last night I was going to forget, which I think is a credit to me.
Well, you just pulled a B-rabbit on them.
Yeah, I told you. I was like, look, hey, I just want to set expectations. And that's what I did. Credit to me.
Now he's giving them
I deserve it, honestly. All right, I think coming up next, because we only have an hour and a half left to make these brackets for our 104.5 ESPN Bracket Challenge.
Started.
I think coming up next, we got to start this thing up. Keep it locked here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Go to Boudreaux's Electrical. Why do I have so many texts? Boudreaux'sElectrical.com. You want more power? More protection? I don't like that. I love Boudreaux's. Family owned and operated since 1982. I mean, hell, it's Boudreaux's, guys. Come on. Where every customer is treated like a VIP. And if you want a Generac home generator that's going to keep you and your family safe and everything on during storm season, you go with Boudreaux's. There's really great financing options. So it's $159 a month. But also, they stay on top of your system with 24/7 monitoring. It could be your home or your business. to make sure that the lights stay on. Like, let's say you're outdoors, you don't want to lose all this stuff in the fridge. Okay, they got you, man. When your little kids running around all scared, they got you, man. You want a generator, you want Boudreaux's. BoudreauxElectrical.com. BoudreauxElectrical.com.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary. For those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Bend Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics.
Welcome to the 7th-ranked morning sports show in America. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
It's amazing how you knock me off my feet. Every time you come around me, I get weak. Oh, yeah. Nobody ever made me feel this way. Wow. Kiss my lips and then you take my breath away. So I wanna know.
It's happening, y'all. Welcome back to OTB. Hey, somebody throw me a pen or a pencil. March Madness, baby. Let the madness begin. I still don't know, after all my years of doing this, how exactly to do a radio segment out of doing the picks, because I'm going to be picking on vibes alone. So, Jake, you're using actual expertise as much as one can in March Madness.
Yeah.
So do we just go with Jake's picks? Like, how do we do this on air?
No, so the way that
How do y'all do it on Sirius?
Yeah, anytime.
I might need some college basketball music too. Sorry.
Anytime that we do it on Sirius XM, we go, okay, give me your region. Say you start in the South.
Okay.
What is your final two teams in that region? Kind of, let's just go Elite Eight. So you go to the region, final two teams, go to each region. Then who do you have in your Final Four? Then who do you have in your national championship? Who do you have winning it?
Okay. So okay. Well, I'm not that far yet. I just picked Auburn to win the first game.
Same.
We're on the board, guys. In the 215, I'm going Michigan State.
Okay, so we don't do that. I can just I'll try to.
Are you ready? Do you have your
yeah.
Elite Eight ready? Okay, give me Jake Hester's Elite Eight for the South. Who will be playing to win the South and head to the Final Four?
All right, so in the South region, I have the Auburn Tigers and the Michigan State Spartans. Chalk here, but I went Michigan State, the 2 seed, to take down the Auburn Tigers. Michigan State in San Antonio in the Final Four. I actually have North Carolina in the South making a nice little run here after the momentum they've created for themselves there against San Diego State.
I feel like I'm on the right track then because
Taylor.
I just picked North Carolina over Mississippi.
How are you doing these picks so quickly?
I'm just going off vibes. I don't know anything about college
Neither do I.
basketball this season.
Neither do I.
Over in
Shout out Mateen Cleaves, though. Michigan State. Go ahead, Jake.
I am super chalky this tournament. Just warning y'all.
Well, the top 8 is supposed to be an especially strong top 8, right?
And so out of the East, I've got Duke and Alabama facing off in the Elite Eight, and I've got the Duke Blue Devils taking down Alabama. So you've got Duke in the East, you've got Michigan State in the South.
Nate, suck my oats. I hope you lose second round.
In the West region, I've got, again, I told you it's going to be all chalk. I've got Florida and St. John's, although very easily I could see Florida and Texas Tech.
Are we 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 or so far?
Yeah, we're all a lot of 1-2s.
Oh.
I can see it being Florida and Texas Tech here in this one, but I think the Florida Gators are still the team that wins the West region. And then over
Golden stalking a championship. Can he find it?
And then over in the Midwest again, Houston and Tennessee. Again, Houston is different than everybody else. Houston, number 1 defensive team in the country. Can they score enough points to win a national championship? I don't think so, but I do have them making it all the way to the Final Four.
A lot of concrete.
I've been told that over the last couple of days.
That is kind of funny, though, Houston and Tennessee, because based on what you just told me about Houston is what people have always said about Tennessee as well, right? Going to play great defense, but
it's a little bit different this year, but
can't
yes.
score as much?
Yes. More times than not, that has been their MO. But
so wait, run through it. Give us Sirius XM 84 off-campus Jake Hester's Final Four.
Michigan State, Florida, Duke, and Houston.
And who's squaring up in the big dance?
Florida and Duke.
I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Not like because they're your picks, but like what a D-bag on D-bag final.
Yeah.
That would be.
And then you've already made fun of me for this. I've got the Florida Gators winning the national championship.
So how the mighty have fallen. And once again, to return to my concrete analysis, I think there's a fatal flaw there in having the Gators winning it. No Joakim Noah, you know? Many people have asked, can Florida win a national championship post Joakim Noah?
Yeah.
And I've always said no, and thus far I've been proven right.
You say the same thing about Al Horford?
Yep. I mean, look at
Corey
Al.
Brewer.
Still getting it done in the NBA.
Yeah.
Is Al Horford still is he still on the Celtics?
Yeah.
Jesus. Probably
He's not an
still
everyday
giving you
starter
like
he was. But
but like still giving you like 6 boards. When you need him in the playoff, though, he's going to have a random game where he'll give you a 15 and 10.
Yep.
Couple big threes.
Play really good D.
Yeah.
So, we'll have an upset somewhere along the line, but T-Bob mentioned it. A lot of people believe this is one of the strongest, if not the strongest, top 8 that we've seen.
Yeah.
And so we'll have upsets. We'll have a 4 go down to a 13. We'll have an 11 go down to a 6. And in fact, I have UNC beating Ole Miss, and I wouldn't be surprised by that. BYU VCU is one that is very, very popular when it comes to an 11-6. I've got Xavier beating Illinois in an 11-6 matchup. We'll have those, but at the end of the day, after the first weekend madness, when everything kind of tightens up, I do think we are going to have a chalk-heavy NCAA tournament.
I think I heard on Levitard's show, somebody check the veracity of this information. But I think I heard that, I don't know what the window is, but that 11 seeds actually have a winning record over 6 seeds as of late.
So I had Bill on when y'all were out.
Yeah.
And Bill Bender
Sorry, Bill
actually
Bender.
said, from Sporting News, he's great at this. He was saying over the last 3 or 4 years, straight up 40% winning percentage, 11 over 6. And that's the last 4 years.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's almost a coin flip, 11-6. Because he was telling me, he's like, everybody talks about the 12-5. He goes, it's that 11-6 matchup that's really the one to look out for.
And remember, guys, if you're feeling intimidated about, if you're feeling intimidated about, I can't pick it. I want to get it right, blah, blah. It's a 1 in 17 quadrillion chance or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You could sit there and pick blind and it'd be fine.
Q, like just, it says Q behind the number.
Yeah.
We don't really know what it means. You ain't got a chance.
I saw a number of
Quasimodo billion.
It was
Exactly.
a sports page I follow. I'll try to pull it up because they had like 5 or 6 different like odds of winning like a perfect bracket. You were more likely to win the Powerball twice in the same year than have a perfect bracket. And you're more likely to get hit by lightning twice indoors than you are get a perfect bracket. They found like crazy stuff. They're like the odds are very, very slim.
So, good luck and Godspeed.
I know we have our own tournament challenge here on this show, but we do have an off-campus meathead bracket on ESPN.com if you want to join that.
Oh, hell yeah. Give me the code.
No code. It's open.
I don't know how bracket stuff works, obviously.
You just go to SXM off-campus meathead bracket on groups on ESPN.
Alondra, if I wanted to do the 104.5 ESPN bracket challenge, how would I go about doing so?
You would go to 1045ESPN.com.
Okay.
And there's a flipper. It's the Vex European Bracket Challenge. So you just go and you register and make sure you do it before 10 a.m.
Okay.
If you're going to register.
Hour and a half, guys. If you're driving, pull over. Register. And what do I get if I win?
You get the grand prize of $1,000.
Nice. And will I be... You go ahead.
You can go to 1045ESPN.com or you can go LouisianaSports.net. So if you want to go to LouisianaSports.net to do it, you can also get Jake's picks at the same time.
And again, guys, Tail Jake, he's been winning. Pick and roll. Shout out. Brand new graphic. What about...
Great graphic.
If I register for a 104.5 competition, do I get to see myself against the picks of my favorite local radio hosts? Do I get to see the local radio host picks?
I don't know.
You do. You do.
I don't know.
No, you actually do.
he's saying you do.
Oh, you do get
No, I'm saying you do. So it's great. It's
Okay.
great. If you want to see how badly you're going to smoke me in this, well, you can. If you want to watch Taylor crash and burn because he thinks he knows too much.
Wait, so we're all supposed to make one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Why was I throwing it to you?
I don't know. You kept asking me questions, and I was
more
like,
about this than
know.
I
told
did.
you every detail, apparently.
You kept asking me questions, and I'm like looking at this sheet, like,
I did hear you stalling with the grand prize.
$1,000. Powered by Vex European.
I got Yale beating A&M, guys.
That's not that crazy.
Exactly. Taylor, give me an upset.
VCU beating BYU in round 1.
Unexciting.
Okay.
Give me a better one, somebody.
Drake beating Missouri round 1.
Hell yeah. I might choose all 13 SEC teams to lose first round.
Well, there's
Maybe
14 in it, so
You're
you
right.
gotta.
You're right.
Well, one already lost,
Oh,
Texas.
true.
Nookie had a great post earlier talking about I guarantee at least 13 SEC teams will lose this tournament. Record, be an NCAA record.
Sad. Overrated conference, some are saying.
I know.
I
That's
mean,
what I'm saying. Yeah, what, you can't win when it matters? Can't win in the tournament?
13 of them losing.
I
Could be me.
have UC San Diego beating Michigan for my upset.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Good one.
After Michigan forced that kid to apologize for the cocaine celebration.
That's so stupid.
The Block M.
And I have Montana upsetting Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Okay, there we go. Give me Montana's mascot.
Ooh.
Grizzlies.
Go Grizz.
Go Grizz.
I had their coach on yesterday.
Oh, man, imagine being a big grizzly bear and eating like a fresh salmon out of the water, foraging blueberries, and then your back starts to itch and you just get up against a tree and you're like, what a life.
We had Bryce Drew on a couple days ago. He's coaching Grand Canyon. But, like, for me growing up, like 98, he hit the shot against Ole Miss. I was 13 years old. That's a core tournament memory for me, whatever. So it was kind of cool to have that conversation with him.
I thought
Somebody,
Grand
is that where
Canyon-
the Jason Williams video came from? Did somebody send that in the group the other day? Or did I just see that on my algorithm?
I haven't seen it,
Somebody
so-
sent Jason Williams' video in the group.
Talking about Bryce Drew? There's one the other day where he's talking about Bryce Drew. They brought him in for a workout, him and Bryce Drew, and the head coach was basically like, look, I know who's more athletic. I got a tea time in an hour.
Yep.
Go ahead and cook this kid.
Yep.
And Jason Williams did.
Because he was that dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that Grand Canyon basketball program, though, like the women's basketball program at Grand Canyon, they're in the tournament as well.
Oh,
Like,
I mean, Grand Canyon's made it like 4 out of 5 years, I think. And so he's got them rolling.
Yeah, good
for
program.
sure. I mean, he won at Valpo where he played. He didn't win at Vandy, but they did make the tournament. Now he's winning at Grand Canyon. He's brought 3 different schools to the NCAA tournament.
T-Bob, Grand Canyon's mascot, go.
Okay, the Repellers.
The Lopes?
Antelopes, that's it.
Oh.
I thought Grand Canyon was like an online school.
Mostly is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, their
Mostly
campus is
is.
small. It's nice.
They have
but
more
they
students
small?
than any other
That's
university
crazy.
because of the online stuff.
I call Taylor the Grand Canyon.
Why?
So wide you can just lose yourself in there. Giant, gaping void of nothing inside of his head. Dumb. He doesn't have a brain.
So who do you have win the national championship?
I haven't gotten that far.
I have Auburn.
Oh, yeah. Wait, no, I chose Duke. Oh, I don't like that.
I win Duke as well.
Gross.
I got Duke in the championship, so guys, we're just trying to pick it right. We're not trying to pick with our feelings. If we were picking with our feelings, I'd have the Zags hanging the banner.
But again, when nothing matters and feelings then feelings become as valid as any other picks. Righteous Gemstones is hot right now. You should probably choose Liberty to win the 12-5 there.
Just understood what you said.
I mean, the Fowls are the Righteous Gemstones family, are they not?
Yes.
Out here giving their pool boys houses?
Yes.
It's like that guy that keeps showing up from Central Plumbing. All right, so there it is, guys. March Madness in the books.
Duke, Florida, Auburn. Gross, and gross.
I mean, it sounds dumb, but Auburn's become so deeply unthreatening that I actually don't mind if Auburn would have like a good run.
I'm kind of with you on that. And when we go to spring meetings, nobody gives us more time and insight and stories than Bruce Pearl.
See, Bruce Pearl's he's kind of got that Wade quality. He's chill, he's comfortable, he's confident, he's honest, or maybe like open is the better word because he's also like greasy, right? But so is Wade. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Look,
shout out Bruce Pearl.
You need a little grease to fit through the window sometimes, Will.
Yep. The necklace. That's what I call them. Fish are friends, not food. My second favorite Bruce.
Who's your first?
Top 5 Bruces. Number 1, Bruce Lee. Number 2, Bruce the Shark from
Willis.
Finding Nemo. Number 3, Bruce
Willis.
Pearl. Number 4,
Willis.
Bruce Willis. Number 5,
It's insane that
Steve
Bruce Pearl's in it.
Bruce
but-
Shimmy.
I thought you were going to say Bruce, the comedian.
Oh, I forgot about Bruce.
Who the hell is Bruce?
I forgot about
I'll
Bruce.
show you a picture of him. You know who Bruce is.
Bruce Springsteen?
Who?
Bruce Springsteen?
Bruce Wayne.
Is he Jewish?
Bruce Jenner?
Bruce Arians.
Guys, it's my top 5 Bruces. Steve Buscemi coming in at 5.
Okay.
If you want to do your top 5 Bruces, feel free.
Never thought about it enough.
Yeah.
As you can tell,
Bruce Smith.
that was that's actually crazy. Because I was looking up Bruce Smith stats this morning.
Why?
Because I was looking at a new Danielle Hunter contract and looking at where Danielle Hunter ranks career-wise in sacks, and it's kind of amazing. But there's only one man on the planet that has hit 200 sacks. Danielle Hunter's at 99.5. About to break the 100 barrier, which enters him into elite company, but only one man has 200. And it's Bruce Smith. Yeah. I would like to change my list and put Bruce Smith number 2 and bump everybody down 1. And
So Buscemi's off?
Stu Buscemi's off.
I mean, he was a questionable choice anyways. So it's not actually.
OLI. All right. More OTB. Coming up next.
Off the bench.
What did he... See, look at this. Well, actually, I'll save that for another. Okay. Go to Pelican Roofing, pelicanroof.com, pelicanroof.com. Look, man, you go to pelicanroof.com and you can use the instant quote tool right there on the website and get an idea of beautiful new website, by the way, guys. Get an idea of what it may cost, right? Use the instant quote tool. You put your address in. You get a satellite image. You type roof. They got you. You can also text them right there from the website. And again, remember, we are talking about hundreds of 5-star reviews, both in Lafayette and Baton Rouge, offices in Lafayette and Baton Rouge, people on standby, ready to go. Dedicated employees every single step along the way. When you call them, they get in touch with you immediately. Here's a 5-star review on Facebook from Cade. Awesome company to handle our new roof. Alan was great at handling everything from inspection with our insurance to getting everything lined up for the roof itself. Thanks again. One of hundreds of 5-star reviews from the team at Pelican Roofing.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment. Dave's back on. Coors Light. Choose chill.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team color, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always. No paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations.
Girl, you know we belong together. I don't have no time for you to be playing with my heart like this.
Welcome back to the best morning sports show around. Sorta. It's Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
I got UConn in my Final Four, guys. I don't know if you heard about Dan Hurley. Okay, few natties to his name. Said no to the Lakers. Said no to Kentucky. Got him beating St. John.
Wow. Rick Pitino's speech was a little too manly for you, huh?
I got Auburn coming out of the South. So we've got half my bracket done now. I'm the bracket that you should listen to. Okay? They call me T-ball this time of year.
I mean, yeah, the anniversary is coming up.
T-ball is being played right now, yeah.
True.
Are you doing T-ball again?
Hell no. I think T-ball is the biggest waste of time on the planet. But whatever.
I didn't know. I mean, you played before.
Yeah, and it was so dumb. It was such a going through the motions. Why are we actually out here? Every kid just hits and runs. Hits and runs. You're not actually – they weren't actually learning anything.
So apparently now they do like machine pitch.
Yeah, machine pitch is cool.
Okay, I didn't know they did that.
They did that when I was growing up too. I did machine pitch and then we did coach's pitch. Or was it coach then machine?
I had never heard of coach's pitch till I got down here.
Really?
Oh, you didn't have coach's pitch?
Yes, we did. We did T-ball, coaches, and then like kids pitch.
We did T-ball, machine, kids pitch.
What? I've never heard of machine.
Maybe I just did coach's pitch, but I've heard of machine pitch before, or at least it doesn't sound surprising.
We didn't have that in Shreveport.
We had
played Dixie baseball. We had 7 and 8 was pitching machine. Then 9, 10 started kids pitch.
I did used to love to catch. Catching was awesome.
Catching was fun.
It was very fun. But again, because I'm someone who knows nothing but adversity, turns out you can't be a left-handed catcher.
No.
That is kind of odd, right? Is that the only position in all of sports that you just can't be?
Shortstop and third.
You also can't be
second.
left-handed?
Any infielder but first base.
Like there's no lefties at all? Not a single one?
Not a single one.
Damn.
Wait, I get the infield because like you're moving in the wrong direction, like third and short. I can't be a left-handed catcher.
Because the majority of the time when you're going to have a righty in the box, and so when you're throwing, he's in your way. No, I mean look it up. There's never been a left-handed catcher in the big.
Hit him with that ball. Get out of the way, bro.
The last one's like I don't know, like 100 years ago or something insane.
I don't know how this article is going to go for Hoot Palmero here. It's on LouisianaSports.net, which you should go to every day. Headline, the Wade hiring sparked the LSU fan base a little bit yesterday. We should be thinking about the future, not the past. I'm not even saying I disagree with Hunt, but that's just the mentions are going to be interesting on that one.
The Wade thing will always be frustrating. Cunt says, LOL, the column is roundly hated. The Wade thing is interesting because it's, to me at least, because it's one of the cases where I understand the emotions and the decisions that were made of everyone. I understand why Scott Woodward wanted to move on, given the context of LSU football starting to come in the crosshairs, starting to want to, start with a clean slate in many ways. And look, outside of basketball, again, LSU is doing incredibly well at every other sport. Actually, funnily enough, probably the two biggest disappointments of the Woodward era would be football underachieving. I mean, not doing badly, but underachieving to expectation. And basketball's awful. But everybody else is awesome. So, I mean, again, Woodward's doing a very good job overall in that AD role. But, I guess, okay, back to my point. I understand why Scott wanted to move on, but the other coexisting truth is that you had one of the special guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll never forget the first Will Wade press conference I ever went to. I emerged and was like, I think that guy gives me Saban vibes. Not stylistically, but in terms of competence and confidence. And I think, maybe whatever. The Saban, that's a lot to put on anyone, but I think he has proven himself to be an elite college basketball coach. And so when you have those guys, you generally like to hold on to them with everything that you have. And unfortunately, the circumstances were such that, again, I think you kind of couldn't, or at least it makes sense why you didn't. So I feel like I understand where everybody's coming from. It just sucks because he was awesome. He was awesome.
And now he's going to be walking out of the tunnel with a red and black NWO shirt. Little Wolfpack action.
Woo!
Going too sweet.
That's what I'd be doing. Give me the Sting mask. I had a red and black Sting mask growing up. It was awesome.
What'd you do with it?
I probably lost it.
He still has it. He wears it twice a week.
No. When you had it,
oh,
we talking about matches
Wrestle.
with Bo?
Wrestle. No, my neighbor, Jacob. We got him at the, WCW Monday Night Nitro came to Atlanta the week after Starrcade when Kevin Nash tased Bill Goldberg. Well, actually, no, I think it was, Goldberg had Nash up in the jackhammer and Scott Hall tased him. Goldberg ends up losing his first ever match.
Yep.
And the next Nitro was in Atlanta. We went, we bought the match. It was very fun. But then that's when the NWO was formed. That Nitro is when Kevin Nash acted like he was apologizing only to betray Bill Goldberg once again, handcuff him to the ring, spray paint NWO on his chest. That's when he took the fall to give Hogan the belt. What nobody saw is after the TV broadcast ended, Jesse the Hammer Tuggle and a handful of other Atlanta Falcons came out to the ring, speared all of the NWO, kicked them out, and saved Bill Goldberg. It was a fun night. Anyway.
He was an animal.
The Hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Jesse Tuggle, absolute monster. And his son, Justin, who's a little bit younger than me, was so athletic. He never played in college and then made it multiple years in the NFL.
I remember him on his visit at LSU.
Yeah.
I remember seeing his old man being like, I'm glad I didn't have to block that guy.
That guy's low to the ground, too.
Yeah.
He was about 5'10".
Yeah.
5'9". Yeah, maybe
5'10".
5'10". Exactly. You ain't getting under him.
Nope.
Anyway, more OTB. Close out hour 2 next.
Off the bench.
Go to All-Star Toyota, BatonRouge.com. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. I remember telling my dad, look, dude, there's a lot of things you can fake. I don't think you can fake being tased. It's probably the easiest thing to fake, you stupid little kid. I don't know what he was thinking. Go to All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge today. Remember, guys, get that All-Star service from the Collision Center Service Center. If you mention Off the Bench, you get $250 towards that deductible. And that's, remember, open to all makes and models, free professional estimates, excellent lines of communication. All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
When you go to the website, check out what they can do for you as far as buying new and leasing. But we always say about the rental department as well. Right now is a great time. Spring break, certainly still coming up. And even for the summer vacations, it's never too early to go ahead and reserve that vehicle. If you want something bigger, better on gas, maybe something smaller. Maybe you need a sedan for a weekend getaway, whatever it is. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood Subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
How quickly will this segment leave the rails? It's Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Y'all, welcome back, OTB. Happy birthday to my guy that I spend more time with, say for anybody in my life, except for my wife, my kids, and the people in this room, and that'd be my guy, John.
Oh,
used to be Flash Dude 80s on Instagram. Now he's totally 90s guy. Of course, you've heard me speak of John. We hang out at Rouse's all the time. 32 years old today, 32 years young. But he's got an interesting quirk where he experiences life and pop culture 35 years before today's date.
Mm-hmm.
So for John, is March 20th, 1990. I think Pretty Woman's about to come out. Very excited about that.
Is about to come out. Talked to him about that last week.
Later in the year, oh man, there's another great Christmas movie coming out. Is it Home Alone? I can't remember what it is.
Actually, might be Home Alone.
I can't remember what it is. Last year, he got Christmas Vacation. During December 89 had a 3-week heater where it was, I'm pretty sure, Back to the Future 2, Little Mermaid, and Christmas Vacation. I can't remember the exact order. Pretty incredible stuff, though.
Goodfellas also came out in 1990s.
When? What day?
Let's see.
Because John will not watch it until the release
it came
date.
out. Yeah,
Home Alone came out November 16th, 1990.
Okay, so yes, Home Alone is coming out later this year then?
Later this year, also coming out Goodfellas on September 19th.
Hell yes, dude.
He's got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
I mean, the meatball scene is one of the best scenes of all time. Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands, the kid, freaked me out.
I think he could skip Edward Scissorhands.
No, it's great.
What? Skip it?
Yeah.
Alondra, you sound like you're getting sicker and sicker as the show goes on.
Yeah, I'm not doing well.
What is going on with your nose? Is it just getting
I don't
more and more
know.
stuffed?
Yes, and my eyes are like crying.
Oh no.
I know, my eyes burn right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. That
It's fine.
sucks.
I'm gonna get through it. We have 1 hour left. It's fine. I'm gonna leave like right after the show.
Don't you have something coming up?
I was supposed to do Hunt's show today,
Yeah.
but I asked somebody to do it for me.
Gotcha.
You want to do?
God, I don't have.
You wanna do
work
AFR?
I have
today.
LAB. No, I don't want to do.
Okay.
I have LAB
Just asking.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
I
is that at
find
the
out-
Renaissance again? Or
It's
no?
at the Marriott.
Oh, okay.
I find out if I win Young Professional.
Come on, baby, let's go.
So,
I'd love to pass down the title to you.
yeah, I aged out of that a long time ago. Never won it either.
T was a buzzer beater.
He was a buzzer beater.
35 years old. Certainly don't feel that young. Went to the doctor yesterday and got told if your shoulder was a knee, we'd do a full knee replacement right now on it. But
Yeah, I'm getting
can't do a
told this
shoulder?
is Dr. Pepper
It's not worth it.
withdrawals.
I've-
and I think that's what it is.
Dr. Pepper withdrawals?
Yeah.
Scratching.
You didn't stop drinking those years ago.
I should have stopped when I was 25.
You have to stop when
Hey.
you're like 25.
Shout
I
out.
guarantee you, the Hester boys will never stop drinking Dr. Pepper.
It's just 40 days that I can't do it.
Diet Dr. Pepper. It's not for women. Craziest marketing campaign that's ever been made.
I forgot about that commercial.
Well, because I think Diet Coke got such a label of soccer moms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not for women.
And that couldn't be farther from the truth. I love a good Diet Coke.
Hey, you know who else turned 32? Former LSU great Jalen Collins, host of Raw Room. Shout out Jalen Collins. Happy birthday to you, too,
A
man.
lot of birthdays.
Off the bench.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21 12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Thursday, March 20th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 65 in hour 3 of today's show. We'll have Big Deal or No Big Deal at 9 a.m. Then our Munchies segment with LSU Executive Chef Michael Johnson. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
You know what we should have done? We should have had like an OTB brunch today instead maybe even of a dinner last night to sit and watch the game.
I wanted to. I can't. I could maybe do. I could do tomorrow. I can't do today. We got snaps.
Well, you tell that shirtless Aaron Murray.
I know he looks good.
That he can do it later.
Yeah, and that's like the brunch time is when I prep the.
Well, I don't care. You tell your QB1 that you're taking his FB1 to brunch.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, guys, I got my Final Four. Auburn, UConn, Duke, Clemson. Clemson national champion. Little old Dabo. Look at that, Bob.
Oh, bedazzle basketball.
Oh, bedazzle
you
basketball.
You went from
himself.
like being like critical of Dabo to like loving him in a season.
That's
which I appreciate.
how, when you are a troll like I am, that's how logic works. If I have to explain it to you, you're just not quite smart enough there, Taylor. Who do I have winning this game? Yes. All right, cool. Let's do a little big deal or no big deal.
Big deal. Ain't no big deal.
Big deal.
No big deal.
Big deal.
No big deal. No big deal. No big deal.
Big deal or no big deal? The QB show is back on Netflix. Very cringy trailer.
Very.
Where they tried to act like it was going to be mascots, and then Kirk Cousins and Joe Burrow and Jared Goff pretend to talk to each other and be like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" It's a bad trailer. Big deal or no big deal? QB show back on Netflix starting in July.
No big deal because we've seen it before. You and I were talking about this yesterday. Cousins back for the second time. I'm hoping this was already filmed. I'm sure we'll get more information about it because like if it was already filmed, we get to kind of see the downfall, right, of it not going well in Atlanta. If not, and you're just watching Kirk Cousins be a backup, I don't know if it's as interesting, but it'd be cool to see Burrow on there.
I'm still waiting for fullback. Should I produce
even in
fullback?
I was going to say, even in a world in which all these streaming companies are desperate.
Are you telling me, hold on, before you give your answer.
Nobody's making that show.
Are you telling me that if I had a show where I'm following Low Daddy, Lorenzo Neal, Mike Allstott, Moose Johnson, right, and we'll throw in some new blood, Kyle Juszczyk, we couldn't make that entertaining?
I mean, what do you do? You just follow them around in everyday life?
Yeah, they tell stories of when they played, and then you're like seeing what they're doing now. Like I saw a video the other day where Low Daddy and Mike Allstott were doing 225 as many times as they could together.
I didn't see that. I thought you were talking the one where he was lead
Moose went into
blocking
broadcasting after he got out. Like he's done a lot post.
He's like the president of UFL. Fullback, producers. You didn't buy my show Comeback, where we tried to get former NFL players to go to the UFL, but maybe you should buy this one.
What's that, like a Kim Kardashian story?
Oh, because there's on her back.
I stole that from Chris Pratt.
Still good. That's one of the better outtakes.
Bloopers, of the internet.
I thought my show, The Comeback, was actually something that would.
Wait, was this just something we talked about on air? Or did you seriously pitch this to people?
No, we talked about it on air about 2 years ago.
Yeah, but did you actually end up pitching it to producers and stuff?
No, I mean, not really, but I put it out there in everywhere that I could put it out there. It was players that had at least 4 years of service time in the NFL, but it also had been 4 years since they played in the NFL. They had 3 months to get ready. So you would have been following them. You know, you learn who they are, what's their journey. And it would have been names that everybody knew.
Yeah.
And you give them 3 months, you follow them in training, and then they try out for a UFL job, and the winner gets a guaranteed year-long contract in UFL.
I love that show.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
Not a bad show pitch.
Look, the more we sit here and talk about Cousins being on there for the second time, and like now that he's a backup, I would have completely flipped quarterback on its head because they're calling it quarterback season 2. I'd have done just QB2 and done the life of an NFL backup. That's something we don't get to see as much.
Another terribly boring idea. Congratulations.
No, I mean, it's just different than what we've done. This is the exact same thing we did 2 years ago.
But you do, in these 3 quarterbacks, you have a bit of a Goldilocks casting where you've got too big, too little, and just right. Like Jared Goff has like the greatest year ever. We're going to get to watch that. Best year of his life. You in the middle, you see Joe Burrow playing this incredible football, but his team just can't win enough. And then at the bottom, you watch the demise of Kirk Cousins. I'm interested to see all of that. Shout out to the Falcons. Second year in a row, their quarterback that will be featured on QB got benched in the middle of the year. All right, who's up next?
Big deal or no big deal, Danielle Hunter and the Texans reach a 1-year, $35.6 million extension.
Big deal. Danielle Hunter, a man who had like 2 sacks in college.
Wild. What he really had, like 4?
4, I believe. Has in 9 years, guys, only 9 years, has 99.5 career sacks. Only if you look since 1960, Jake, the unofficial sack rankings, only 66 players have ever hit 100. If you look at official, when sacks became a thing in 82, only 45 players have ever hit 100. So Danielle Hunter entering really rarefied air here, getting paid to do so, going into his 10th year in the NFL. And I know that we love to crap on the guys that get drafted for athleticism and then don't pan out.
Yeah.
But like Josh Allen, Danielle Hunter is the thing that's going to cause many bad draft picks. Because you're like, look at that guy. He is freaking jacked.
Yeah, he played a ton at LSU.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he didn't play and they were just going off relative athletic score.
I would say almost even worse, though, because he played a ton.
Yeah.
It's like Shamar is it Stewart or Turner from A&M?
Stewart. You talking about the one that's
there
like...
is a Turner and a Stewart.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But the
you
one
talking about the one that's going like first-round projections?
Yes, just tore up the combine.
Yeah.
He has like 3 sacks in his career. He played a ton.
Yep.
But did you see the combine? I know you're rolling your eyes, but that was...
Hal Davis is rolling over in his grave trying to draft him right now.
Hell yeah. Anyway, shout out to Danielle Hunter. 99.5 sacks. About to hit a hundo, and he just got paid again.
Danielle Hunter, he played in 12 games his freshman year, no sacks. Played in 13 his sophomore year, 3 sacks. Played in 13 his junior year, 1.5 sacks. So he had 4.5 sacks and left early after that, after a sack and a half.
Yes, he knew he was going to be good. I
Yeah.
mean, that's crazy. Do y'all know who the top active player
He's a third
on
rounder.
That's wild. Do y'all know who the top active player in terms of sacks is right now? And I'll give you his ranking based on the unofficial, so since 1960. But who's the top active player?
Active right now, it wouldn't be Cam.
Cam's second.
Yeah.
Cam Jordan is second. Cam currently 31st all time. Again, since 1960, these are unofficial. He's top 25 official.
This is wrong, but I'm
31st all time, 121.5 sacks for Cam Jordan.
The 2 names that came into my mind were Khalil Mack or TJ Watt.
Von Miller.
Oh, I forgot. Well, he's not with the team, but yeah.
Oh, he's not with the team right now?
No,
He
he
got
just
cut.
left the Bills.
25th
And he
with
got knee cut one time, so.
129.5 sacks for his career.
Wait, y'all overlapped in Denver?
Oh yeah, he's my teammate. Yeah,
I didn't realize
Him failing the drug test got Jake screwed.
Yeah, so I was on the team in week 1.
Yeah,
and he got popped for drugs, and the league suspended him, and so Denver had to bring in another linebacker, edge rusher, to replace him, and I was the only fullback, and they were kind of making a spot on the offense just for me. And so they were like, all right, well, we can just scrap those plays, cut him, and bring in a linebacker. So because Vaughn got popped, I got cut.
Freaking meat market, dude.
Typical A&M energy.
True.
I had signed like a year lease on a house, put our kids in school because I was on the team.
It probably wasn't anything cool either. He's probably vaping. It's an A&M vibe.
I tell you what, though, and I mean this, and y'all know my wife. If Katie Hester ever saw Von Miller, it's on the spot.
Yeah. I believe it.
She doesn't fight fair.
We fist bumped over our confrontationalness last night. She was like, "Yeah."
I didn't realize that y'all
You
had
sound sicker
overlapped.
than you did 2 minutes ago.
Do I really?
Yeah. Are you drowning right now?
I'm trying my best. You don't have to point it out.
No, I know. I can't help it. I feel awful for you right now.
It's fine. If you keep bringing it up, then I'm going to keep thinking about it.
I want to make you as self-conscious as possible on top of feeling awful. I want to degrade your mental health on top of your rapidly deteriorating physical health.
That's fine.
But that zero looks like it's hitting. I do love a good Powerade zero.
I need electrolytes.
Yep.
I was drinking Pedialyte yesterday, just trying to get right.
Pedialyte.
Yeah.
Love Pedialyte, dude. Oh my God.
That was
I
the
love
high school
Pedialyte.
answer for everything in football. Oh, you're cramping? Pedialyte. Oh, you're dying? Pedialyte.
Yeah. I need fluids. I actually
How
feel
about
like I
My
need
High?
I need some My High. I have
You
some
need
at
some My
home. Or a steroid shot.
Probably one of those two. I got a steroid. I got a big old shot in my shoulder yesterday.
How did it felt good though, huh? After the fact.
It felt good immediately afterwards because they numb it up. Now I'm going through the downswing, but here in a couple of days it should start feeling good again. And then we're about to start which, by the way, shout out to Elite Training Academy right there off of Burbank for all your training, football, baseball, whatever needs. It's all there. It's great facilities. And then right next door attached to it, not next door, is that Oshner Ortho Clinic with an insane physical therapy room. But also, I've now gone through the process of going in there, meeting Dr. Burnham, my shoulder checked out, doing the going to get an MRI, getting the MRI results, and it's been a seamless process. And it was so nice to be able to walk right outside the clinic into the physical therapy room and schedule a session for next week.
Yeah, we got to get
and
you.
Not awful news. I think I got a little agency.
Yeah.
They think I can make this thing a little better.
Yeah, we're going to get a deal put together for you soon so you can go hot tub, cold tub, sauna, cryo chamber.
That's at Elite Training Academy, guys. Go check it out. Any more big deal, no big deal?
Yeah, so I didn't want to mention this one just because his name is impossible to say, but we're going to do it anyways. San Antonio Spurs forward Sandro Memukilashvili, whatever, long last name.
Ask the Spurs fan right next to you.
He set an NBA record last night.
I don't know how to say it.
He scored 34 points, but he did it playing fewer than 20 minutes. So he set the most. That's the most points in NBA history playing less than 20 minutes. For what it's worth, Sandro on the season only averaging 8.9 minutes. Didn't enter the game last night until 55 seconds into the second quarter. He's just 25 years old, but look, he went out there, finished the quarter, entered the second quarter, finished 13 points, 5 of 6 shooting, 3 for 3 from three-point range, and 13 of 14 from the field, 7 of 7 from 3 on the night. He was phenomenal. He got interviewed after the game, and his response was, I don't know what effing happened. So, I mean, he was as bewildered as anybody else. But shout out to Sandro, 34 points in 19 minutes.
Shout out Sandro Kalishnikov. That's awesome.
I think that's a big deal for several reasons. Like, that's obviously
it's an NBA record. Yeah.
Well, and they don't need the Spurs don't need Cooper Flagg anymore because they got him. So we're actually good to go.
And they
Pelicans
beat
can get him.
Hell out of the Knicks too.
Also, because this Spurs team is so stacked, and I feel like in time, we're going to get it together, and we just need, like, a coach. Like,
Dude.
we need not Mitch Johnson, and that, to me, is proof that he's just mismanaging this roster so bad, and it was before the whole tank thing, so to me, it's a big deal because of that. Like, we just need a...
Y'all's team is going to be incredible. So
Yes,
I hate you.
100,000%. The team is already good. We just don't have a coach.
And so here the Pelicans are. Trey Murphy tears his labrum and rotator cuff and's out for the year.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Pelicans won last night, though. Zion balled out.
Let's give a little attaboy to Zion.
Yeah, he's been kicking ass.
For everybody, everybody that talked bad about him and out of shape and all of us. You better put yourself in that category, sir.
It was me too.
Yeah, like I'll eat a little crow. He's out there playing his ass off.
He is.
And he very easily could shut it down. All his partners are out for the year.
Everybody.
But he's still out there doing everything he can.
I agree.
It won't get talked about, but it needs to. What, he had 29 and 8 last night? 8 assists.
29, like 8, 5, and 2 maybe overall.
Said he loves playing with Kelly Olynyk, by the way. Said like he's been missing having a big like that, an athletic big that he could kind of play through.
I mean, what if the Pelicans get Cooper Flag?
I mean, think about
they'll be in the running for the first
then,
pick.
dude. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. We cook it then, boys. We are back.
Like
If that's the case.
I kind of like where, like with Zion, because he has two bigs in the starting lineup with him now. Like he doesn't have to worry about doing anything that a normal, natural big would have to do. I'm not saying it's going to win him a championship or not, but it is funny how the lineup has changed because of the injuries, and it's actually benefiting Zion.
Shut up, Big Z. Isn't it the most Zion thing ever to be healthy when it means nothing? Yeah, I mean, the timing in life is everything.
Yeah, you're sitting there
That's a
like,
little
oh, what happens if they
disappointing.
get Cooper Flag? Yeah, you watch.
Shut up. Shut up, Taylor. Why don't you go cheer for the Knicks or something?
Y'all are all welcome to come join me.
Why don't you go eat some chicken fajitas? I don't want to get sick.
Chicken fajitas is not
so- dude,
wild.
this-
and also,
this
why
is
are you throwing it
blowing
straight
my
at the
mind
Knicks?
the more he talks about
What?
this.
Why are you throwing it straight at the Knicks?
F the Knicks.
They do to you.
Knicks can catch more than a stray. They can catch these hands.
Well, that's not a big glance.
They're not the Knickerbockers. They're the Knickergarglers. I'm going to make them into.
I know exactly what
Stephen A. That's what he does to him.
Big deal or no big deal, supposed to be spending 8 days in space, and you end up spending 9 months in space instead.
That's intense.
They're back.
They got back?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Massive deal.
How did they? I don't know anything about this.
I don't remember how they got stuck up there, but they got stuck up there.
I mean, if you're going for a quick getaway and you
Little 8
then
day.
turn it into a resident,
Yeah.
I don't really know either, but I think like the Boeing Starliner or something, like
They were having to send them food, obviously, but they were sending it up there on like an unmanned.
Well, I mean, it's
where it
just
didn't matter
as
if it got
bad
back
for
or
the
not.
other people on the space station because all of a sudden you've
Yeah.
got 2 more people crammed into that thing for 9 more months. You want to talk about panic attack?
Bruh.
When you realize, like,
ultimate panic attack.
I'm stuck up here. And then you get back to Earth, you're like, gravity? What? Oh,
I know.
learn how to walk again?
Shout out Elon.
I don't know if I'll fully support you in the shout out, Elon, but a good job getting them back
just
for
kidding.
sure. For sure.
I actually, Nookie, now that you say that, I did see the video of when they did get back that the Dolphins were
Yeah.
surrounding.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
How cute.
Wait, actual Dolphins or the Miami Dolphins?
Actual Dolphins.
Oh, okay.
Your goat
Yeah, that
was
is cool.
better.
Tua Tagovailoa was waiting on him.
He was.
If any Dolphin was waiting on him, it'd be Dan Marino.
Y'all didn't even get my dolphin joke earlier, you two.
I
Because
did.
y'all don't even know about the most famous dolphin ever lived.
I don't think I was paying attention.
What's
who-
the most famous dolphin ever lived?
The one on Ace Ventura.
No.
No. He had
No.
it done. It was a TV empire.
Shamu.
Flipper.
They call him Flipper, Flipper, King of the Sea.
Yeah, your goat was way better.
Y'all don't know about Flipper?
You never
Yeah.
the show
My
Flipper.
parents have told me about it. I need the name of
Let's look up. I want to hear that before we leave this segment. Look up right now the Flipper intro. TV show intro, and let's watch that on the way out. And then we'll talk to Chef Johnson for some munchies.
I don't know if I can do munchies today.
While you're doing that, I'm going to remind you about
Pretty
Trash
hungry.
Rangers, trashrangers.com. My wife texted me and pick up our trash. I don't know what that's about. I hope that's not the case, but
They
I
didn't
don't
pick
know.
up our trash
Again,
last
not Trash
Thursday.
Rangers. Sorry.
No,
the
sorry.
trash company that I have to deal with because I don't get to
Right,
make a
ours
choice.
as well. They didn't pick up ours last Thursday.
What is that about?
It wasn't a holiday, and it was out the night before.
See, bro, that's a
real story.
That's
'cause
that suck my teeth at you.
We're real trashy over at the Hester household, and if we miss one,
yeah,
it's a bad situation.
It's a bad situation. And look, that's why if you're in Livingston or Sinton, you get to choose. You choose Trash Rangers. You never deal with that crap again. They're reliable, hassle-free, dependable. They're your neighbors. They text you the night before, so you never forget to put in your trash again. Shout out, Trash Rangers. And if you're a business owner, that can be anywhere in the listening area. They can handle all your waste removal needs. See, look, PCB missed us Tuesday this week. I'm telling you, man, these national companies don't give a damn. Trash Rangers does. Trashrangers.com, trashrangers.com.
Okay, a lot of Flipper intros. This is the original.
Okay, give it to
so
me.
don't be like,
With
that's
sound,
not
with
the
sound
one.
here,
It's
Alonzo.
the original one.
Whoa.
Man ruft och flippa, läget är kommen. Jeder kennt sie, den klugen Delfin. Wir lieben Flipper, den Freund aller Kinder. Große nicht minder, lieben auch
I don't know how many seasons Flipper went. I just remember it from Nick at Night.
I don't know why I watched Flipper.
But how about they had an entire show based off a dolphin?
Yeah.
Live action.
Yeah.
I didn't know Brian Kelly was an actor.
I didn't either.
Animal shows were huge back in the day. Okay. When we get back, Munchies, Chef Michael Johnson, keep it locked.
Off the bench.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wild.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Come see a friendly face and someone who knows you and your business and wants to help you accomplish your goals. We're now open in Brewley and would love to talk to you. Give us a call at 225-250-5411 or stop in and see us. LandmarkBankLA.com.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ensure your child is game day ready with the Brock Foundation's Game Day Prep event Saturday, May 10th. In partnership with Our Lady of the Lake Health, Brock is offering free athletic physicals for grades 6 through 12. Register today at brortho.com.
Jake and James, the Trash Rangers. Do you need one more reason to switch your residential trash pickup? How about $13.95 a month for the first few months? Go to trashrangers.com and make the switch today.
Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. 5 brands on one lot. Shop BayouAutomotive.com.
Back to sports talk. Maybe. Off the bench.
Welcome back. It's time for some Munchies. Real quick from Sham Sharanya, 31 minutes ago. Breaking. Bill Chisholm, managing partner at Symphony Technology Group, has agreed to purchase the Boston Celtics from the Grubeck family for a valuation of $6.1 billion.
A billy.
Dollars. Largest sale for a sports franchise in North America. Wow. All right. It's time for some Munchies.
Get ready to tantalize your taste buds and leave this segment hungry. This is Munchies with executive chef Michael Johnson. Let's eat.
Chevy! What's up, man?
Morning. How are y'all?
Doing well. Hashtag Munchies. My neighbor gave me some oryx meat from a hunt he went on. Has Chef ever has it? Is it good?
I actually was on an oryx hunt not too long ago, and I didn't get to eat any of the meat, so I've heard that it's absolutely beautiful. And then the gentleman who owned the exotic ranch said, cook it like a steak. The very least the first time, like cook it like a steak so that you know what it tastes like, and then go from there. And that's kind of what you want to do anytime you try something new. You at least need to try it once in its natural form before you make decisions about where you're going to go. And obviously some of the determinants there are going to be like the cut, where the cut comes from, if it's a super lean cut or if it's got, a good marble to it. But I've heard that oryx is delicious.
Hashtag, I wanted to ask you about this. So I went to, I've been seeing Dr. Burnham about my shoulder and everything. I've been exploring some anti-inflammatory stuff. I think I mainly want to tackle it through the diet.
Yeah.
And we were talking about basically kind of what we've discussed in the show before, right? That like local, as fresh as possible, as many nutrients as possible is better than like organic, whatever. But he told me about a place, Fullness Farms. Let me frame the question like this. Sorry, I'm all over the place here. If I said I wanted to try to fight inflammation through my diet, how would I do that?
Like there's lots of different foods that will both aggravate and eliminate or reduce. And, I'm drawing a blank here off the top of my head, but I believe like omegas helps that. This is really where the dietitians are wonderful at this stuff, because they can give you more specifics. But if you research, like foods that cause, because you want to know both, right? Like the last thing you want to do is load up on foods that are going to cause inflammation if you're trying to reduce inflammation, and the reverse of. So I believe that's why we have so much salmon and shrimp and foods that are high in omegas because that is an anti-inflammatory. And then I think sour cherry juice, I believe, is a really good one as well.
And do you believe that just like eating whole, fresh ingredients, like trying to avoid processed foods, I've heard that as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that in the general sense of your entire, your health as a general, like if you're buying vegetables, don't buy canned vegetables, buy frozen vegetables because of the process, right? Like frozen vegetables have been like IQF chilled in their state that they were. Some of them are cooked, some of them aren't, but they immediately seize like the loss of nutrient by having them blast chilled. And canning, they're being cooked and canned and kept in heat and then chilled in the can, and it's a constant leach of nutrient that's coming out of it. Yeah.
Chef, what, like, outside of just drinking water, because I see a lot of stuff like in the chat talking about different drinks and tea and different things outside of like water, if you were like, hey, this is like a healthier option, or like this is a good option to pair with your meal, like, is there anything outside of water? And you're talking to somebody that never drinks it, so maybe I'm asking for myself as well.
I love water.
Yes. So honestly, for digestion, you don't want to drink a whole lot of anything, to be honest with you. Like the liquids that you're putting in during your digestion process, it tends to thin out the enzymes in your mouth and the when you I've been dying to say this word again, masticate.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Nah.
It starts the digestion process in your mouth, right? You need to make sure one of the most important things about digestion is taking time to chew your food well, and it's something that I myself am really bad about. Like I eat over the trash can some days, and it's like, it's kind of like the Tootsie Roll owl. It's 1, 2, 3, and it's gone. And so, my predecessor always told me you want to chew your food at least 20 times, and it starts the salivation, right? And then when it gets into your stomach, it's better broken down, and better broken down when it hits your stomach. It starts the digestion process there of absorption. And so, if you're sending whole, chunks down there, it may not be fully digested, right?
Yeah.
And it may not be absorbed through your digestive tract correctly. And so, one of the things that you can do best for you is just making sure that you're taking time to chew your food well, so that the food that you are putting into your body is getting digested properly. Because if it's not, you're going to find that you have to eat more food to get it done, and that's the problem.
All right,
20 times. But also, I've been doing this kind of research into like alkalinic waters, which is kind of interesting. And I don't know, you got to look at the science for things like this, but and also, even now as I'm thinking about it, like your stomach's acidic, and putting something alkalinic in there can counteract the digestion process from the acid, or reduce the acid there. So, I think that there is some health benefits that are being shown by alkalinic water, but drinking alkalinic water, like during the digestion process and eating may not necessarily be good for you.
Oh, weird.
Makes sense. Yeah. Say that. Okay, something a little bit off of that from JV Senior. Hashtag Munchies, what the hell is gut health? Is it real or something used to market supplements?
No, I do believe it's real. So inside your body, you have a biome, if you will. It's bacteria, good and bad. And, if you eat too much of one thing or another, and I don't want to go down the list of what those are, because every human being's body is slightly different.
Yeah.
So if you're feeding it too much starch, you can get bloated and it's sugary and it develops, like gassy and stuff. And if you're feeding it too much protein, it's really about the balance of the diet and probiotics, prebiotics, and yes. So, I have a digester in my kitchen right now that it operates off of Bacillus bacteria, and you want to make sure that you're constantly adding good bacteria into your body through those, like kimchi is really great for you. Those fermented, like sauerkraut, fermented stuff is really good for you. But some things that people don't think about is yogurt, and that's where we talked about before, like looking into the yogurts and making sure that they have multiple strains of bacteria in them rather than just singular or two. It is my understanding that the more strains of bacteria, it's kind of like inoculating a field, if you will. It's the same way plants grow in a field.
Right.
The plants require good bacteria to grow. The same thing goes with you and me. And so if you inoculate that field with good bacteria, your plants grow better. Same thing goes on inside your stomach. So, and your digestive tract. Like, you want to have good digestive bacteria in there, because if you'll know, you know what I mean? You'll start getting bloated and your how regular you are may start changing.
Yeah.
Right. Like there's definitely side effects from it. And so many problems can arise from improper absorption of foods if you're not getting full digestion.
Well, and like mental health as well, right? Are we finding out that your mental health directly tied into your
healthy
gut
body,
biome?
healthy mind, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. For sure.
Hashtag Munchies. Chef, rate my breakfast. After that, here's this: sugar-free Red Bull, pistachios, and beef jerky.
Ooh, man. Oh man, that's giving me road trip vibes.
True. Actually, true.
Ouch.
I mean, the nuts. I mean, nuts and the beef jerky maybe are the worst thing, right? I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me that they do the voice of the fan in the NFL locker rooms every year. And a couple of years ago, the Saints got an F-.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I've never even heard of an F-.
No, you got to really hate something to give it an F-.
Yeah. I mean,
they actually we should go over that. They just released that again yesterday, Chef. The NFLPA report cards.
That was like 3 weeks ago.
Okay, they released it 3 weeks ago. We should go over that.
Yeah, I think I heard that the Bengals didn't score very well and that they were getting a little lashing from it.
No way. The Bengals, I'm shocked.
That family? No way.
You know what's crazy? The Vikings are like the fourth winningest franchise in NFL history since Super Bowls began being played.
Yeah.
And every team around them in the top 10 has multiple Super Bowls. They've never won one. And they've been number one for like 4 years in a row in that NFLPA thing. They get straight A's. I think they got one B+ this time around.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a competent, good organization. They just can't freaking win a Super Bowl.
No.
Yeah.
Hashtag Munchies. Have you ever eaten a candied lemon peel?
I have. I love candied lemon peels. They're delicious. Yeah.
What is that? I don't know. Candied lemon peel.
You take it and it's exactly what it is. Like some people will take it and marinate it in a liquid and soften it up or cook it, and then add the sugar and candy it and let it dry. But it's kind of a contrast. I mean, it's like the bitterness of the peel and the essential oils of the peel and the sugar that you candy it with all kind of make this like super contrasted. It's a sweet, right? Like, or a little, like pick me up, if you will.
Chef, it's Girl Scout cookie season. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Oh man, there's only one, buddy, and that's Thin Mints. You know what I mean?
Attaboy.
Thin Mints, all the
Attaboy.
frozen Thin Mints. It can't just be a Thin Mint. It's got to be a frozen Thin Mint.
Yeah.
I have a lock on my deep freeze just for the frozen Thin Mints.
That's right.
Somebody gets in trouble for going in the walk-in, but it's just because they went for the Thin Mints.
I mean, my kids know better than to go in the freezer and get my Thin Mints.
That's actually the incorrect answer. We were looking
it's
for
the right answer, Chef.
Samoas
It's the
and
right answer.
tagalongs.
Yeah.
I mean, tagalongs are great.
Yeah. When I run through the Thin Mints, I'll eat those too.
No. Mint sucks, dude.
No, I love York peppermint patties. I love it all. Junior mints.
No.
Love it all.
Yeah.
So good.
No.
Yep.
Anyway.
Plus, mints is natural digestive. It's good for your stomach.
Oh.
How did we not ask Chef this question? It's been a topic of conversation on and off air
what's that?
all day long. Chef, last night we had a team outing, like a team dinner. We all went to Luna, and Taylor ordered chicken fajitas. Now, I did not think that was weird at all. Like, I ordered chicken fajitas all the time. Everyone else thought it was weird.
Yeah.
Multiple people, like, I've never
fajita's
heard
weird.
of somebody order chicken fajitas. I guess they went with steak or surf and turf, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think it's weird. Is it odd for somebody to order chicken fajitas?
I mean, I think chicken fajitas are more natural to it. What the essence of a fajita is, just to be honest with you. I mean, steak fajitas are kind of a
You're really off today, Chef. You
Chef,
know, I hate to be the one to tell you. It's just
are Hall of Fame levels on
really
today.
Off today.
Hall of Fame levels.
I mean,
hey, not every week can be a winner. You
He's
know,
right,
Chef.
though.
It's all good. Dude.
Like Chef, I try to tell him, like, every Mexican dish, there is a version with chicken in it.
Absolutely. I mean, realistically, like chickens are more available, worldwide than beef is, to be honest with you. And not all countries can afford beef. Not all, like if you think back in the days when food was being developed, like the lay folk were eating chicken, not whole cows. And that was the cows were kept for the royalty and the like the kings and the rulers of the land, and chickens were like.
Yeah, we're one with the people, T-Bob, up there on your ivory tower.
It's always tough when two of your favorite people are so wrong publicly, but I'll let y'all do your thing. Chef, you're the best, man. You have an excellent Thursday, mi amigo.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Chef.
Take care.
I guess we're wrong, Alondra.
I mean, think
still
about
don't
like
think we are.
the El Polo Loco's a restaurant that serves.
That's fair.
There's not one that's just dedicated to beef.
Shoe shit, a little country El
That's
Polo.
true. El Polo.
El Polo Loco. Shoot, give me one of them quesadillas over there.
Well,
Let me throw a little chicken
apparently,
on
I'm
here.
basically the Beverly Hillbillies, so I might as well just really just dive into the bit here. And
Chicken fajitas is a white person thing, and I'll maintain this stance, damn it.
You got fish tacos last night, T-Bob. There's very few things whiter than that.
No.
Also fair.
dude.
Also
No.
No.
fish tacos is very surfer California.
I got beef. I got crispy shrimp and fish tacos. Yeah.
I got chicken and
I got one
shrimp.
fish taco. Anyway. All right, we got to go. More next.
Off the bench.
Go to centralplumbing.org, 925-8552, 925-8552, centralplumbing.org, there for you when you need them. Central Plumbing, plumb. You got a plumbing problem? 24/7 emergency service, flat rate pricing, excellent warranty coverage once the work is done. They've seen it all. They can fix it all over 5 decades, and a massive fleet on standby ready for you. How do you stand the test of time? How do you grow? Because your customers are so consistently satisfied. Go to centralplumbing.org today.
Yeah, when you go to the website, always remember, if you're looking to upgrade at your home or your business, just click on that tab right there on the homepage, bathroom remodel, and it doesn't matter like how big or small. It can be something minor if you want just some new tile, but if you want like to redo the entire thing, new vanity, new shower at your home, and then if you've got a business that has multiple stalls, whatever it is, they're going to be able to handle it. So go to the website today, check it all out on the homepage, centralplumbing.org.
And extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them.
Welcome in to the best morning sports-ish show around. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Guys, 15 minutes remaining to go enter the 104.5 ESPN Bracket Challenge. Go to 104.5ESPN.com and do it. Tay, give me an NFL story of the day.
It's time for Tay-Tay's NFL story of the day. Your daily dose of NFL news from Taylor Sharp.
Yeah, so the Detroit Lions have actually proposed a change to NFL playoff seeding. It would largely use regular season records as the guiding principle rather than division champs. So under the proposal, the division winner with the conference's best record would still get the 1 seed, but after that, teams would be stacked by records regardless of if they won their division or they received a wild card berth. That would mainly impact the Minnesota Vikings. They were a 5 seed this year. It would have bumped them all the way up to a 3. The Packers were a 7. It would have bumped them to a 5. So we would have seen a little bit different of an outcome in the NFL playoffs. But look, there's more reported rule changes. So owners are expected to meet in West Palm Beach, Florida on March 30th for the annual owners meetings. We know that the Green Bay Packers, as soft as they are up there, have attempted to ban the tush push, the short yardage play. There's also a proposal that would eliminate the automatic first down that comes with an illegal contact or a defensive holding penalty. That was also submitted by the Detroit Lions, and they have been busy. A submission comes from the Philadelphia Eagles. Both teams guaranteed a possession in overtime during the regular season, which actually now align with the current playoff rules. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers want to allow some direct contact between pending free agents and teams that are pursuing them during that 3-day negotiation window that precedes the opening day of the league year. So there's some changes out there going around, but the big one, the Lions want record, not division winners, playoff seeding.
Well, the division ones may be more up for debate. I think winning the division is unique. Like the fact that you have managed to beat 3 of your peers that you played twice a year, I think you should be rewarded for it. So I don't like that rule. I hate the tush push rule. I think the Lions are just trying to do the first down rule because they lead the league in those penalties. So I think that's really dumb as well. The overtime rule seems smart, though.
Oh, sorry. As a 3-time AFC West champ, I think division winners should, get a little bone.
Yes, I agree. All right, close out the show next. You're on OTB.
Off the Bench.
Get Gordon and get it done. 225-888-8888. Gordon McKernan, Andrew Turney is going to be there for you when you need them. And when you need them is when you need somebody to stand up to big insurance companies. You get in an accident, that sucks, okay? But get what you deserve. Make sure you are taken care of by getting Gordon. You go to getgordon.com, fill out a consult form right there. They'll get in touch with you immediately, or just call the number. You can always follow him on social media at Kate Gordon and see a lot of great content with your favorite athletes as well, members of the G Team. Get Gordon, get it done.
Go to getgordon.com, like T-Bob said, but you can also have a chat right there on the homepage of the website. And also, check them out on social media. Now, not just here in Baton Rouge, but they're always doing big things in the community for the state of Louisiana. At Get Gordon's always going to be the handle there on all major social media. And then it's your area code in Louisiana, followed by 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Welcome back to the best morning sports show around. Sorta. It's Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
I did not know this was R&B. I thought we were getting something like Indian. Am I crazy? Did that not have like a very like Indian feel?
I mean, turn it up. Just let it.
Play the beginning of it. Listen. See what I mean?
That drop is so
Drop's so
good drop.
I'll show you after the show.
Hey guys, reminder about our new sponsors, our friends over there at Cool Pro HVAC. Keep your home comfortable year-round with Cool Pro HVAC. Go to coolprohvac.com. 24/7 emergency support, a customer-focused approach, cutting-edge smart home integrations. We got flexible financing. The Pro Plan, only $99 a year, where you get live monitoring, priority scheduling, 1-hour service windows. Shout out to Cool Pro HVAC. All right, time for some Ask the Bench. Do you believe the SEC will lose as many as 13 games in the NCAA tournament? Yes, I do. I do actually. Hashtag Ask the Bench. Are chicken fajitas for weirdos, serial killers, and sociopaths? Yeah, I know. Unfortunately they are.
Who asked that?
Nobody.
Nobody. It's not even in there.
Hashtag.
I just knew it was somebody that was going to try to trigger me.
Hashtag should Elon rescue the trapped Antarctica scientists as well? We have trapped Antarctica scientists?
What?
Guys, the real thing we need to be on is this pyramid thing.
Okay, let me
It's
finish.
actually insane. I don't know if I'm getting fooled or not.
Let me finish my...
Because that's how extreme it is.
Let me finish my Blake Lively deep dive.
We got to be done with Blake. There's no substance there. This could change the foundations of the earth.
I need to finish it. I have like 2 episodes left.
Who'd you?
Is it acceptable to fart out loud at the
Team
urinal?
Baldoni.
Yes.
Acceptable
at the airport?
to what?
Fart out loud at the urinal in a bathroom.
I mean, it definitely
Somewhere in a
happened.
bathroom.
There's nothing.
In Disney, it happened when I was in there. Somebody else did it, and some guy looked over and goes, "What the F is wrong with you?" Dude, complete straight. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
Disney's even better.
Mind your business, pal.
That's what I'm saying.
Off the bench.
I mean, I get it's a little weird, but it seems like the only place you can. I mean, you're the bathroom.
I was at a baseball tournament 2 weeks ago, and there was a hefty little 11-year-old that was using the restroom. Same thing, just ripped it. Didn't acknowledge it either.
Little husky boy. K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. Have Brandon Barton out to your home today. Take advantage of that complimentary estimate that you get where Brandon and his team lets you know exactly how the sunlight interacts with your home at every single portion of the day and what can be done to really bring your home to the next level functionally and aesthetically. And it's not just, again, interiors, but outdoor living. You want to get some drop-down exterior shade and something cool like that. It's all there at K to Z. Interiors and outdoor living, K to Z. Go to ktozblinds.com. Sorry, I had something stuck in my chest.
ktozblinds.com.
ktozblinds.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team color, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services